Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? So here we go, Sunday Night Football. The Cincinnati Bengals on the road at the Baltimore Ravens here. Two teams here, big time division matchup here. Let's see how it goes. And so right now we've got the Bengals. They're going to get the football here first, starting off on their own 25-yard line, already going five wide here. Joe Burrow takes the snap, looking, quick pass there to Jamar Chase. And so Chase, he's moving. And he's going to pick up the first down there. Picked up about 12 yards on that play there. And so now we got first down here. So first play, pass there, completed. And so let's see if this is going to be the theme here for today. Last year against the Ravens, heck, they balled out against the Ravens last year. So let's see if the Bengals can continue that this year. What's good with you, Jay? Jay says, hey, y'all, but what's good with you? And so Braden says, hey, JB, been an interesting day. And so that is for sure, Braden. That is for sure. But how are you doing? All right, but here we go out of the shotgun here for the Bengals here. Takes a snap, quick pass, caught again by Chase. And this time he's going to lose a yard, maybe get back to the line of scrimmage there. But excellent tackle on the play. Again, trying to get Jamar Chase involved early and often. And it seems to be the game plan here for Cincinnati. And so, Lewis, what's good with you? What's good with you? Have you been making money so far today, Lewis? And so Braden says your mic is echoing. And so let's see. Let me know if that's better, Braden. Let me know if that is better. But here we go, 2nd and 10 here. Burrow looking. Gonna dump it off short here to Joe Mixon. And so Mixon's gonna pick up some yards on the play, about 6 yards on the play. Third down coming up here, 3rd and 4. Let's see, Jay says, this just feels like a big game. It really does. I thought it was just me, Jay, but it does feel like a very big game. Both of these teams right now, 2-2. And so obviously, huge opportunity. As for Baltimore here, they're 0-2 so far at home. So they're still trying to get their first home win of the season. And can you think of a better night than against a team that embarrassed you twice last year? I remember it, so I'm sure that they remember it. Well, here we go. 3rd and 4 here for the Bengals. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back, ball right now at the 41-yard line. Bengals get the snap here. Burrow looking. Burrow throws it. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. And let's see. Braden says, doing good. Still disappointed the Packers lost. Jay says, better. Appreciate that, Jay. Braden says, sound good now. And so, old, what's good with you, old man? What's good with you? And you say, hey, JB, just stop by to say how about them Patriots and to like the video. Appreciate that, Old. And yes, I am seeing some good things here from the offense. Very concerned, though, about the running back situation there with Damian Harris going down like that. I hope nothing serious. But, love what I'm seeing from the offense right now. All right, meanwhile, they did punt the ball, so we'll get to see the Ravens for the first time here today. Let's see, Old says, I'll have you in the background. Might not be commenting so much because you took sleeping meds, and so definitely understand that. But hey, appreciate you for tuning in here. Most definitely. So when we come back from the commercial, we'll get to see the Baltimore Ravens here with the football for the first time, starting off from their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10, and let's see how that goes. But yeah, how you guys been doing in terms of fantasy football so far today? You guys got any players playing in this one? How are your teams looking? Let's see, Jay says those Lions looked like a different team today. And so, yeah, they got Amar St. Brown back as well. Obviously, they didn't have, Swift in the backfield. But, they was looking great the last couple of weeks there. But I think that's more so just an attest to the Patriots, defensive scheme as of late and stuff like that. Honestly, I really don't know how else to put it. But that was a surprise to me. A pleasant surprise, but a surprise to me nonetheless. I really thought that Detroit was going to go out there and score at least high 20s at least. But yeah, they did look different. But we'll see if they can bounce back afterwards. We will see. But again, right now, currently at the commercial. Again, Bengals got the ball first, did punt the ball, and so now we'll get to see if Baltimore can get the first points of the game. Let's see, Jay says, glad I was one of the 3.7% that started Taysom Hill, 36 points. Oh, man, Jay, how did you figure that out? What made you come to that conclusion? If he was on my roster, I probably, considering the fact that it was against, I believe, the Seahawks there, and so if I needed to, I probably would have, but I would not have known he was going to go off like this. I would have probably assumed maybe 1 touchdown, but yeah. All right, so Braden says he's got Devin Duvernay in this game, and so okay, what's your matchup looking like right now? All right, let's see. Meanwhile, I've got obviously Lamar Jackson in my other league there. Not too concerned about that one, but for right now though, I got Joe Mixon, so I need a big game from Joe Mixon. My opponent has Cincinnati's defense. They have Justin Tucker for the Ravens, and they got Tyler Boyd. So, yeah. All right, let's see. Lewis says we almost had them Vikings, and so almost. Yeah, you guys did come back in that one. Yeah, they almost blew it, but you guys let them off the hook. Let's see. Jay says my other tight end is Kittle, and he just hasn't done well, and so yeah, I have noticed that. I was disappointed in Debo Samuel today. I really needed more from him today, but if Joe Mixon can just go out there and perform today, I'll be happy with that. All right, but let's see what Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens can do here. First and 10, ball from their own 30-yard line, shotgun formation. Tight end goes in motion, takes a snap. Gonna fake it to Dobbins, gonna throw it to the tight ends. Mark Money Andrews with the ball here. And gonna pick up about a good, still moving. Let's see where they actually blew the whistle at that point. But Mark Andrews said, I refuse to go down. Picked up 7 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 3 coming up for the Ravens here from their own 37-yard line. Braden says you're projected to win, and so hey, those projections be pretty scary for me. It has me projected to win, but I'm looking at the matchups. I'm like, I just need this game to just go by pretty fast. That's it, pretty fast. And I need the Ravens to score every time they get the football. Just score, score, score. If they can do that for me, I'll be very happy. Doesn't matter how they score, honestly, just score. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 3 right now. Again, ball from their own 37-yard line. Takes a snap. Gives it to the back. Dobbins, he's carrying the rock, and let's see if he's going to get enough for the first. It looks like due to the second effort, he should have the first. Picked up about a good 3 yards on the carry. First down here for the Ravens, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. And let's see, Jay says, bet you're happy about the Ohio State Buckeyes. I watched your ranking video today. Bama fell, and so, hey, appreciate that. And so, yeah, I'm happy that we won that game there. I mean, there's some things that we do got to clean up there. Michigan State had no business dropping 20 points on us. We got to clean that up. But I'm highly concerned as well. All the teams that we played, honestly, who has the Buckeyes really played so far that's really stood out, in terms of like a top-tier team right now? I'm a little concerned about that aspect. And so, oh man, what an almost mistake there for the Ravens. You snapped the ball there, and oh, he's going to turn that mistake into a play. Okay, wow. So your boy Duvernay there, Braden, coming through. He forced that fumble basically. I don't know how that happens there. You got to let the guy go by first or either snap it first, one of the two. But he was in the way of the ball. But he said, you know what, my bad. Let me make it up to you, and made a play. Wow. Sometimes they say it's better to be lucky than good. That's one of those plays you can't draw it up. That's just luck. But hey, they'll take it. They'll take it. All right, so that's another first down right here. Again, first possession of the game here for the Baltimore Ravens. Ball right now at the 48-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals. One back in the backfield here. Takes a snap. Fake it to the back. Jackson on the move. Throws it there, and it's caught by Duvernay. And this time it was by design, and he's going to pick up about 9 yards on the play. So already getting Duvernay heavily involved in this one. And so now we've got about, let's see, 1 yard here. They need 1 yard to get the first down here. 2nd and 1. Got 2 receivers, got a tight end, got a fullback, got 1 back in the backfield. Fullback goes in motion, takes a snap, gives it to the back. Off the left side, there's room to work. And so Dobbins still moving. And he's going to take it all the way to about the 33-yard line there. And again, another first down here for the Baltimore Ravens. And so far, this is Baltimore. This is what they want to see here. Ground and pound, mix it up. And so, continue to melt that clock here. If they can have long drives in this game, that's going to help them. Again, the Ravens are a prideful team. They have not forgotten what Cincinnati did to them last year in both games. So we will see the answer that they have in this one. Let's see. Braden says, watch the end of the Texas A&M Alabama game. The last play of the game was a terrible play call. I 1,000% agree with you, Braden, on that one. 1,000%. But here we go. Jackson up under center. Takes a snap. Going to toss it to the back. And so actually it's Duvernay in the backfield there on the left side. And so look at him stumble forward there for a nice pickup. About a good 12, 13 yards there on the play. And so already on this drive right here, very active in the game plan here for the Ravens. I like it. So that's going to be a first down again here in the first quarter with 9 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Score right now still 0-0, but this is the first drive of the game here for the Ravens. Let's see. Jay says, I could not believe that play call either, Braden. Jay says that A&M quarterback was pushing through a lot of pain. And so, yes, well, hey, that's going to be a big time matchup with Tennessee and Bama next weekend. That is going to be a huge matchup. All right, but so far for the Ravens here, 6 plays, 49 yards, and 4 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. Shotgun formation. They got to snap the ball, and he does. Jackson has it. He's on the move. Jackson's looking. Jackson has to make somebody miss here. Throws it up there, throws it away. Incomplete. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Right now the ball is at the Bengals' 21-yard line. Good job by the Bengals there applying that pressure. Jackson had to throw that ball away. Let's see. Braden says, keep giving to Duvernay. Who are you playing against, Braden? Who are you playing against this week? And so that time, just threw the ball away. Good decision on that one. All right, so now we got 2nd and 10 here for the Ravens. Again, here in the first quarter with 8 minutes and 49 seconds to go. With the ball, shotgun formation again, going to go 5 wide. Takes the snap, throws it over the middle. Incomplete, incomplete. So now we got 3rd and 10 coming up. So 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Ravens. So this is decision time right here. Big third down coming up. If you're the Bengals, obviously you want to hold them to a field goal attempt. But if you're the Ravens here, you want to get this first down here. Try to get a score. Braden says Iowa lost 9-6 to Illinois. I saw that. I saw that. And the Fight and the Illini are now ranked now because of that. I was like, oh, wow. That was a surprise. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 10 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. J.K. Dobbins going to go in motion here. Takes a snap. Bengals sending pressure. Jackson throws it short. And it's going to be completed. However, just a pickup of about 2-3 yards on the play. 4th down coming up, and that will bring out the field goal unit here for the Baltimore Ravens. And so 80s, what's good? 80 says, I'm off tomorrow, so it's JB, Mike, and Braden's fault. I will be hungover tomorrow. You say Eagles 5-0. And so you cannot blame JB for that one, though. But glad to have you here. All right, we got a field goal attempt coming up here for the Ravens. Justin Tucker, he's about as automatic as it gets. Hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is also good. No surprise there. So the Ravens capitalize on their first possession of the game, end up with a field goal to take the lead 3-0. Both teams have had the ball once here. Let's see what the Bengals do with the football when they get the ball back here, as now they'll be trailing 3-0 here in the first quarter with 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Jay says Eagles narrowly escaped the Cardinals today. Brandon says I'm playing Sir Fetcher's King, and so okay, bet. Okay, gotcha. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial. All right, so let's see. So while we're currently at the commercial, now would be a good time to get the first poll question up of the day. All right. All right, so here is the first poll question of the day. Obviously, who you got between the Bengals and the Ravens? Let me know. Vote and let me know who you got winning this one. 80 says a win is a win. That's true. That's true. That is true. A win is a win. The only time it matters is in college football. Sometimes. All right, let's see. Jay says the Giants-Packer game was a good one. And so, yes, it was. I'm very impressed with those early games. Usually those are like the snooze fest. Look and see. Just make sure if I got anybody starting, make sure they're good to go. But, hey, these games are actually more than just that. Like, you can legitimately watch those games, and they're doing great. Much better than what they're giving us for Thursday Night Football. That is for sure. Braden says, no, it wasn't Jay. I almost forgot about that, Braden. I almost forgot about that. But tomorrow's stream, we will get to see the Chiefs and the Raiders. And so, good old rivalry there. But again, still right now, currently at the commercial. But when we come back, we're going to see what Joe Burrow and company can do. Braden says that game was pain. Jay says, LOL, sorry, Braden. All right, so getting ready to come back here from the commercial. All right, so far the Ravens are winning the poll here. All right, so let's see. Getting ready for the kickoff here. Again, first drive for the Ravens here. They got 3 points off of it. Going to kick things off here, and we're expecting a big passing game from the Bengals here in this one. Bengals, the secondary has been susceptible to big gains in the past, so we'll see if that's going to be the case here for the Bengals. The kickoff on the way. He will get it at the 3. He's at the 10, the 15, 20, 25, still up on his feet to about the 31-yard line, and that's where the Cincinnati Bengals will take over from their own 31-yard line. And let's see. Braden says, great win by your Pats in those dope uniforms. And so, yeah, Braden, it had to be the uniforms. I don't know how else to explain it, but I mean, Bailey Zappe, though, he's doing tremendous, though. He's doing tremendous. I'm going to tell Mac Jones, hey, take you another week. Take another week. I'll let you know after this week how I feel about you. But, absolutely. Let's see. Oh, it says he got the Ravens winning it, and hopefully the Raiders just run the ball. Or Carr has the worst game of his life. All right, but here we go. Joe Burrow up under center here. Takes the snap, going to toss to the back here, and so Mixon looking for a hole here, and oh, Mixon going to lose some yards here. That's going to hurt my fantasy football team right there. Lost 2 yards on the play. So second down coming up. Let's see, Mike says, JB, I thumbs you up. Is that wrong? That is always the right answer to do, Mike. And not only that, your Buffalo Bills is the reason why I still have a chance in fantasy football here. That told Josh Allen to Gabe Davis today, that was amazing to watch for my fantasy football team. Absolutely amazing. All right, but here we go here for the Bengals out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, going to give it to Chase out the backfield here, and Chase makes one guy miss. He's off the right side there, and he's going to go to bounce after picking up maybe a yard on the play or half a yard in the play. Third down coming up. Let's see. Braden says Bailey's after the next time, Braden. So let's be easy now. Let's be easy now, Braden. We've seen some other guys come in and show flashes when they came in. I remember when Jimmy G first made his first couple starts. We thought that about him. Same with Matt Castle. So let's be easy on that one now. I like where you're headed though, but let's not do that. Mike says, JB, can we get a detailed description of the New England game? And so, yeah, give me 1 second and we will get to that. But here we go. Burrow here on 3rd and 12. Looking in the pocket, feels the rush, and they're going to bring him down for a sack. And so, what a massive sack there. So the Bengals will have to punt the ball. They will have to punt the ball on that play. And so, offensive line, they've been failing this kid all season long. Actually, the last 2 years especially. Well, since he's been in the league, really. But they're going to have to do better and protect and give him some time back there in the pocket. And so, but Joe Burrow sacked again, and the Bengals will have to punt the ball. 2 possessions here, no points so far here for their offense, and they will punt the ball to the Ravens. Let's see if we get a return here on the punt return. Caught it to 28. He's running, still running here, and tripped up at about the 32-yard line, and that's where the Baltimore Ravens will take over 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. All right, so in terms of that Patriots game, I gotta say it starts with defense, Mike. Like the Patriots defense has been very underrated this season. I really thought the secondary, especially the corners, would struggle early, but they hit the ground running, and so I mean they just took out what the Lions do best, honestly. And so 80s appreciate the super chat there. Let's see. 80 says, I'm getting a refill. It's all Braden and JB's fault. And so, hey, the Eagles won, okay? So there's reason to celebrate here because your Eagles won. And so, absolutely. But yes, appreciate that super chat right there. 80's living his best life, y'all. Absolutely. But yeah, it started with the Patriots defense there, and then when the ground game got hurt, when we had lost Harris, Bailey Zappe, he's moving the ball there. I mean, I'm just happy to see it, and so the offense just looks rejuvenated right now. So that makes me happy. We're not turning the ball over and doing stupid stuff. Instead, we're creating turnovers and capitalizing off of that. Let's see, Mike says Bailey's really good. Braden says JPP with the sack. And let's see, Jay says Burrow getting sacked, nothing new for him. Lewis says good defense. Mike says Pat's OG jersey is fantastic. And so, of course. Mike says forget the Bengals, JB. I hope Michael doesn't see that, Mike. And so, Aiden, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? How are you doing? But again, right now, currently still at the commercial here. And Lewis says under 52 looking good. And so it is early, but honestly, I feel like, let's see, under 52. Let's see, a little math here. I think it's going to come up to about maybe 44 points ish total when it's all said and done, or at least 44 up under. So I think you should be good with the under on that one, Lewis. And so 80 says he'll take a shot for Lewis. All right, so the poll's still right now favoring the Baltimore Ravens here. And so Coach Dante in the building here. I mean, hey, Coach, what's good with you? And congrats to those Houston Texans going out there and getting their first win of the season, man. How are you feeling right now, Coach? How are you feeling? And so Lewis says he'll take a shot too. But again, coming back here from the commercial, I'll tell you what, Coach Dante, Damian Pierce, man, he cost me in fantasy too, like last week and all that. In my other fantasy league, he cost me that one, dropping like 31 points against me. So he really cost my team. I ended up losing by 1 point. So he did hurt me. All right, but here we go. One back in the backfield here. Jackson gets the snap, going to give it to the back. And so Dobbins off the left side, look at him go. Stumbles, but still on his feet. And going to go all the way to about the 49-yard line of the Baltimore Ravens. And so, yes, he's saying feed me. And, hey, he's reminding everybody why we had such high expectations prior to the injuries that he had. I mean, the last couple of weeks that he's been looking pretty good. Let's see, Braden says JB wants a 22-22 tie and JB OT. And so JB doesn't mind this one. JB does not mind if this one goes to overtime at all. Let's see, Coach says, man, I'm feeling good. Man, okay, so Derek Stingley Jr. is amazing. Everything I thought he will be, and we all thought, that Damian Pierce would be. That's right, a physical specimen and a monster running the football. Absolutely. Meanwhile, Jackson's just going to throw it away here. So felt the pressure, threw it away. 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10 again here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Ravens up right now 3-0 here with their second possession of the game, trying to make something happen offensively here. And so, Andrew, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say hello. And so glad to have you here. As the coach says, and Jalen Petrie has been amazing. Our secondary has been good, but it's a big time win. And Damian Pierce is just a dog. And so, yeah, he's out there dogging him. That he is. That he is. All right, but here we go to the shotgun. Throws it, and ball's deflected. So tipped at the line, incomplete. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 10. Ball right now almost at midfield here, but a big 3rd down coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens here. And so far, Lamar Jackson off to a bit of a slow start right now. 3 of 7 for 18 yards through the air. Can he convert here on 3rd down? These are the plays you got to make. And let's see, Mike says, JB Allen was wrong to rest after 6 touchdowns, but I accept the Eagles challenge since we face them. And so, bet. You'll face them in the Super Bowl? Okay. All right, here we go to the shotgun. Again, 3rd and 10. Jackson gets the snap here. Bengals sending 5. Jackson. Oh, they're going to get him for the sack. Going to get him for the sack here. And so, wow, it's a big-time play. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see what they're going to call here. Let's see what kind of penalty they're going to call. Okay, so holding on the defense right there. So that is huge. That's going to gift them with a 1st down. So you make the stop, you get the sack, but a holding call on the defense is going to gift the Ravens here with a 1st down. Big penalty. Let's see, Aiden says he's looking for a new football team. You can't take being a Jags fan anymore. Andrew says you love the Bengals. And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see, Coach says, oh, man, if y'all Patriots would have lost to the Lions, he would have checked himself into a mental home. So the Patriots saved my boy, old man. They saved JB as well. That would have been awful to drop the 1 and 4. All right, but here we go. Jackson with it. He's going to do what he does best here. Take off running. And so initiated the contact there. But there is another penalty. I'm starting to see too many yellow flags coming out here right now. Again, here in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 39 seconds to go. Ravens up 3-0. Something tells me this is going to come back. Jay says big penalty. All right, so hold it on the offense this time. So negate that play, back them up 10 yards, and run back first down. So now we're looking at first and 20 right now. And so that time you see the holding call there. And so, yeah, can't do that, big fella. Just can't do it. As Hayden says, I'm down to the final three options: Ravens, Giants, and Vikings. Are recommendations? Any recommendations, Ella? Oh man, I mean, of those three teams, we'll have to see. Where we got it, the shotgun here. Lamar pump fakes. Wanted to throw the screen. Excellent read there by the Bengals defense that time. They knew what was happening. If the guy that's supposed to block you is moving out of your way, then as a defensive lineman, that alarm should go off, and it did right there for them. And so, excellent job by the defense reading that play. Second and 20 coming up here for the Ravens. Again, ball right now at their own 44-yard line. Yes, see, Jay says, I would not want to be a Vikings fan, Aiden, LOL. Let's see, Braden says, don't pick the Vikings. And so all the recommendations say don't pick the Vikings here. All right, but here we go. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Receiver goes in motion. Takes a snap out of the shotgun here. Lamar looking, going to dump it down low. Caught by Duvernay. And so Duvernay, he seems like he's primed to have a big game. Honestly, I say feed Duvernay. Him, Mark Andrews, and Dobbins, those are the three you need to be focusing on right now. Let's see. Braden says pick the Ravens. Aiden says they got JJ. Let's see. Old man says that's right, Coach Dante. You'd be in a mental hospital if the Patriots lost. Let's see. Mike says I'm looking. Got no. And let's see. Aiden says aren't the Vikings 4-1? And so, yeah, but we all know how the Vikings do on prime time. And so, in order to get to a Super Bowl, you're going to need to be able to do it on prime time as well. All right, but here we go. So, Jackson stumbles. And so, he was a little hesitant to run there, but he stumbled, got tripped up, gained 4 yards on the play. But fourth down coming up, 4th and 11. Ball right at the Bengals 47-yard line. So, they will punt the ball. Again, here in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Let's see, Jay says, yes, but they rarely have postseason success. Let's see, Mike says, I'm looking for more JB takes on New England game. And so, well, Mike, I'd be able to give you more if I was able to watch more of the game, Mike. But unfortunately for me, I was limited to the NFL Red Zone. So I couldn't actually watch my team because I don't have direct TV because my apartment won't let me get that. So, yeah, so therefore I can only watch the games that they keep showing, which happens to be the Falcons each and every week. Falcons or the Panthers. So, let's see. Coach says, "Oh man, maybe JB is bad luck. You remember he botched a pick in the mock draft for the Patriots. So, and you remember the right? Maybe that's why the Patriots aren't so good. And so that's not the case, Coach, because the Patriots tend not to listen to me. They tend not to listen to me at all." Oh boy, let's see. Oh, it says LOL. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial right now. And so after the punt, so the Bengals will take over first and 10 from their own 9-yard line. So they have to go 91 yards if they want to score a touchdown on this drive. Again, here in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Let's see. 80 says JB asked Braden why he let the Giants win. 80 wants to know, Braden, why the Giants won. Let's see. O says so it's JB's fault, and so. Mike says, well, Zappe looks great. Mike says Baker needs to get another job, and so that he does. That he does. That he does. I saw they benched them in favor of P.J. Walker out there. P.J. time. Meanwhile, as for the poll, we'll go ahead and call it through 10 votes here. 60% have the Ravens winning. But again, still right now at the commercial. All right, let's see. All right, still at the commercial here. All right, so who will score more touchdowns tonight, Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow? All right, let's see. Mike says Allen is the greatest quarterback to ever play football by a lot. All right. Braden says, sorry, 80s, we didn't run the freaking ball. And so, yeah, I did notice that. I was looking at my fantasy team. I was like, I need more from you guys. All right, let's see. Old man says everyone was laughing at Bill Belichick taking Cole Strange in the first round, and he's been doing great for New England. I bet the Rams bum head coach wish he had Cole Strange. Not only that, old man, all the running backs that we took, we're going to need to implement some running backs here if Damian Harris can't go because we were down to one running back in Stevenson. So, absolutely. Let's see. Coach says, old man, it might be he had even had you scratching your head when he made that pick. And so, Mike says, how many thumbs? And so, that is a great question. Let's see where we are right now in terms of how many thumbs up right now. But again, 2 minutes and 51 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Bengals here with the football from their own 9-yard line. They're going to go 5 wide here. Burrow takes a snap. Quarterback keeper. He's going to keep it. Then he slides after about 3 yards on the play. So second down coming up here for the Bengals. Again, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Ravens up 3-0 in this one. Let's see. Mike says score. Yeah, the score right now is Ravens up 3-0. Jay says the Cowboys need to stick with Cooper. Cooper hasn't lost yet. Let's see. Old says, yeah, didn't like that JB pick, but the other picks JB had for New England were great. And so JB just had an off day. That was it. An off moment. All right, but here we go, guys. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking. Try to throw it out the backfield of Lamar Chase, but that's not going to happen there. So incompletion. Third down coming up. Do like the fact that they are moving Jamar Chase around here. But 3rd and 8 coming up. Big third down here. The last thing you want to do if you're the Bengals is punt the ball here and give the Ravens great field position to start with. And so 80 says, how did the Cowgirls best the Rams? And so, well, defense, run game, all of that. Team effort, team effort. All right, but here we go, guys. 3rd and 8 right now for the Bengals. Takes a snap, looking. Burrow's going to throw it there to the tight end, Hurst. And so Hurst going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. However, it won't be enough for a first down. So the Bengals will have to punt the ball once again here. And so let's see. Mike says Cooks had touchdowns. And so, yes, he was cooking. He was cooking. And let's see. Braden says, how many thumbs do you have on your hands, JB? What kind of question is that, Braden? Let's see. O says, 80s because the Lions Stafford been showing up and that bum head coach didn't do anything to fix that offensive line. All right, here we go. Punt on the way. Will we get a return here? No return here. The ball continues to roll to about looks like the 38-yard line here. Let's see, 80 says, so JB is a classic cowgirl fan. Let's see, Mike says, I do not remember how many touchdown Gabe Davis had, but yeah, you know what? He's no longer the decoy. That is right. I know for sure he had 2. He had 1 that was picked off in his direction in the end zone, but you know. Let's see, Aiden says, Braden, he had 3 per hand. Mike says, I remember a 69 one and a record-setting 98 one, and so that's right, and a few others. I mean, Gabe was the man today. He was the man. He was the man. But again, right now, currently at the commercial. And when we get back, we'll see what the Ravens can do here with the football. They lead right now 3-0 here in the first quarter with 1 minute 21 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. But again, right now at the commercial, and let's see, according to the poll here, so, all right, so right now through 8 votes, it has been mostly almost all Lamar Jackson so far. So I will drop that one. Let's see. Aiden says that your opponent dropped 187 in fantasy, and so ouch. 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 Don't you just hate when that happens? It's like, dang, just give me a chance. Give me a chance. Let me be in it late with an opportunity. But man, 187. How many points did you have? Or do you currently have? All right, again, right now, still coming back from the commercial here. Getting ready to see what the Ravens can do this time out. Again, still here in the first quarter with a minute and 21 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Let's see, Braden says, thanks, Aiden, for answering that question. Let's see. Aiden says 57 with J.K. Higgins and Adams yet to go, and so okay, so ooh, wow, but that's a big ask right there, a huge ask, too huge a ask right there, honestly. All right, but here we go. Jackson here in the shotgun from his own 50 here. Receiver goes in motion. Takes a snap. Bengals sending pressure. Offensive line picks it up. Jackson throws it. Caught by the receiver all the way at the 29-yard line here of the Bengals. So 21 yards there. Jackson to Duvernay. And so Duvernay, again, off to a great start. Braden says, Devin Duvernay, again, let's go. Mike says, I collect Gabe Davis jerseys. And so bet. Mike says, if anyone has a lead, let me know. And so bet. But again, Ravens big time play here. Again, leading right now 3-0 in the game. Look at the difference in total yards so far here. The Ravens have 86, Bengals with 14. 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Jackson up under center this time. Went back in the backfield, takes a snap. Play fake. Jackson looking, going to throw it. It's going to be caught there by the receiver. And so that time it's Robinson with the reception. He's going to pick up 8 yards on the play, making it second and short with 32 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Again, Ravens up 3-0. Let's see, Aiden says, I've had my last three opponents drop over 150 in a forfeit league, and so, ouch, that hurts. That hunch. Last three opponents going 150, I mean, unless you're just going out there playing perfect each week, that's hard to overcome. That's hard to overcome. All right, but here we go. Going to give it to the back, and so, all right, so he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So third down coming up here. Third down coming up, but that will take us to the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Baltimore leads this one 3-0 here at the end of the first quarter. And we come back into the start of the second quarter. Let's see, Old says, see what I say, when they're not on my team, no more players play better, and so those players play better, and so that's right. Yeah, you're right about that, Old, but you know what? It wasn't just you. I saw Alvin Kamara go off today for about 22 points in our league in fantasy, so yeah. He started balling the moment I got rid of him. So, matter of fact, against me this week. But again, right now, currently at the commercial because it's the end of the first quarter. So far in this one, for the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson, 6 of 11 passing for 52 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions yet. Hasn't been sacked. He's also ran the ball 2 times for 4 yards. J.K. Dobbins, he has 4 carries for 26 yards so far in this one. Devin Duvernay, he's got 1 carry for 12 yards as well. You look at Cincinnati, Joe Burrow right now, 4 of 6 passing for 22 yards. Sacked 1 time. On the ground, as a team, 3 carries for no yards. Joe Mixon has 1 carry for negative 2 yards so far in this one. He does have 1 catch for 6 yards though, but yeah, they need to get Joe Mixon more involved. All right, let's see. Mike says, I'm going to ask that everyone gives Gabe his due respect and calls him the great Gabe Davis after all the Bills records he set today. And so I need consistency from him out there, Mike. I need this each and every week. The last 2 weeks prior to that was just brutal. Brutal. I needed him. And let's see, O says, it's okay. Next year, I'll be coming for everyone. And so, okay, bet. Thanks for the warning. Thanks for the heads up. Braden says the great Gabe Davis. And so there you go. I thought it was supposed to be the amazing Gabe Davis, Mike. I thought it was supposed to be amazing. And again, right now, still at the commercial here. Let's see. All right, here you go. Let's see. Old says, and I won't be trading with Braden or JB. Come on, now we all know that it's a myth. There's no such thing as getting caught as being JB'd. That trade has worked out for you. Those guys are contributing and getting you points week in and week out, and you know it. All right, but here we go out of the shotgun. Duvernay goes in motion. 3rd and 2 here. Ball right now at the 21-yard line. They snap the ball, gives it to Duvernay, and so Duvernay has some room to work with. He picks up the first down and takes it all the way to the Cincinnati 14-yard line. Let's see. Mike says, JB, I hear what you have to say. I'm going to ask you to refer to the amazing Gabriel Davis as the amazing Gabe Davis. I'll give you it this week. If you can go out there and give me what he gives me, what he gave me today every week, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Aiden says, get in the end zone, JK. And so I do need the Ravens to score now. My opponent has the Bengals defense, so I do need the Ravens to score. All right, but here we go. Got a fullback in the backfield. Going to give it to the back off the right side. And so takes it all the way to the 11-yard line here. That is Mike Davis with the carry. So now you got 2nd and 7 coming up here from the Cincinnati 11-yard line. Again, right now the Ravens are up 3-0. We're here in the second quarter. 14 minutes to go here before the half. Let's see. Mike says Josh Allen, the greatest quarterback ever. Says Gabe Davis is the smartest receiver in the league. Let's see. 2nd and 7 here. Takes the snap out of the shotgun. On the move. Jackson throws it away. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up. So 3rd and 7 coming up here from the Bengals 11-yard line. I need the Ravens to finish in the end zone right now. Let's see. Mike says Josh Allen, the greatest quarterback ever. All right. So far, all votes favoring the Baltimore Ravens so far. All right. 3rd and 7 here. All right. So 3rd and 7 here. Jackson with the ball, looking, throws it, and it's caught by Mark Money Andrews for the touchdown, Ravens. And so just like that, the Ravens get the first touchdown of the game here. And so that's going to be a touchdown pass for Lamar. 7 plays, 50 yards, 2 minutes and 55 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock here for the Ravens. And so how about that? They did it through the air. And so Mark Andrews, who leaves that man wide open of all people on offense? Who leaves Mark Andrews open like that? I have no idea. No idea. Let's see. Old man says, Josh Allen might be the greatest quarterback who never won a Super Bowl or been to the Super Bowl. And so, ouch. I felt that one, old man. Minimum extra point is good here for the Ravens, and so they're up 10-0 here in the second quarter with 13 minutes and 26 seconds remaining here before the half. And so let's see. Ben says if Gabe Davis was that amazing, he wouldn't disappear for 4 weeks at a time. And so what's good with you, Ben? Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. And let's see, Mike says, I just want everyone to appreciate how great Gabe Davis is, JB. And so, nobody knows better than me when it comes to fantasy football, when this guy is healthy. I will say this, though. I did notice the last 2 weeks, the injury report for Buffalo has been spot on. The games that he hasn't been performing, he's been hurt. He came back, they said prior to this game, he was 100%. He looked 100% out there. And so, I will give them credit with that so far. But I would like to see him consistently give me that, though. I really would. And let's see, Braden says popcorn. And so there you go. All right, but again, still right now currently at the commercial. But when we come back from the commercial, the Ravens will kick the ball off. And right now the Ravens lead right now 10-0. And so Yes, Ben says he'll drink to that. But yeah, I know that. Hey, I'm looking forward to that Monday Night Football game there for the Chiefs versus the Raiders. There, I expect the Chiefs to win that one, but let's see if it'll be interesting though. Let's see. But that will be the next live stream. Meanwhile, let me see. All right, so right now we are currently at, let's see how many thumbs up we've currently got so far. Right now we've got 7 thumbs up going on right now. So yes, make sure if you haven't pressed the thumbs up button that you do go ahead and press that. And also, if you're someone that's not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and become a part of the JB community here as we do this regularly for the primetime matchups. Let's see, Mike says, I can't have enough respect for Old and JB Nation, but Allen has the greatest. And I watch CJ Stroud and I think, think look at that arm. And so you're not sold on CJ Stroud is what you're saying, Mike. And let's see, Ben says can't get caught looking ahead to the Bills next week. And so you're absolutely right about that. You gotta worry about the opponent in front of you. That's for sure. And I'm sure that's the lesson that's being preached for sure. But hey, you guys already know it's a rivalry game there. Both sides can't stand each other. So believe me, they'll be up for that matchup there for sure. But man, I'm excited about that one. Chiefs and the Bills and stuff like that. If we can get something like what we got in the playoffs, wow. All right, but here we go. Kickoff about to be on the way. All right, kickoff on the way. And will we get a return here by the Bengals? We will. He's at the 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, all the way to about the 23-yard line here for the Cincinnati Bengals to take over, trailing right now 10-0 here in the second quarter with 13 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Last time the Ravens scored a touchdown out there. Let's see if the Bengals can respond this time out there. And let's see. Aiden says, JB, what college game you doing next week? And so, you know what, Aiden? I haven't decided yet. But I will look at the schedule. I really want to do that Tennessee Alabama game. I really do. But scheduling wise, middle of the game days are like the worst time. So I'm gonna look and see what the early games have. If I don't like an early game, then I may just go ahead and do that game because that's gonna be a huge game between Tennessee and Alabama. All right, but here we go for the Bengals here. Going to give the ball to Joe Mixon here. Finally, they listen to JB cries, and they give it to Joe Mixon. He picks up 3 yards on the play. Okay. Let's see. Jay says, it's too bad the Chiefs and Bills isn't a primetime game. I don't see why it's not, Jay. I don't see why it's not. Swap the Thursday game and stuff like that. I don't see why it's not. It should be. It should be. Some of these teams are so bad offensively, it's just disrespectful to put them on primetime. And so, like, seriously. All right, but here we go, guys. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap here. Ravens sending pressure up the middle, and they get Joe Burrow again. You're going backwards, son. There you go. Bengals, just line up in the goal line formation and just run the ball. Just run the ball in the jumbo. Get the ball to Joe Mixon. But, man, like, this offensive line just refuses to pass block. Gee. All right, let's see. Mike says, I'm thinking I want a flick of the wrist super quarterback. And as I watch CJ Stroud, I wonder, could he be the next amazing quarterback? JB votes yes. Aiden says, talking about college, I need to apologize for the sins I committed against the future top 10 pick DJU, but he has proven me wrong. And so, hey, keep him on his toes. Keep him on his toes. He's responding well to that. All right, but here we go. Burrow here, 3rd and 14. Going to throw it to the tight end. Can he get the first down? No, he cannot. He gets tackled at the 30. He's about 2 yards shy. So 4th and 2 coming up here for the Bengals from their own 30-yard line. So they will punt the ball back to the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see. Jay says, I heard it's on CBS and they locked the game to not be flexed. And so I bet they did. But okay, appreciate that. Let's see. Ben says Sunday night is Eagles Cowboys and they have one loss between them. So I get why it's not flexed. And so bet. And let's see, Old says, Bengals spent a lot of money on that O-line and it hasn't worked out. A lot of teams have spent a lot of money in the offseason and not getting what they paid for or thought they were paying for. Let's see if we get a return here. Caught at the 29, and he fair caught it. So that is where Baltimore will take over here with the football. Already up 10-0 in this one. And right now, it has been all Baltimore Ravens so far early in this one, but keep in mind, it's still early in this one. We have seen Baltimore squander a lot of leads so far this season already, so it's not over till it's over. And of course, we're just getting started, just getting started. Braden says, fly, Eagles, fly next week. And so we're going to see. We're going to see. Eagles versus everyone beloved Cooper Rush. We're going to see. Let's see. Jay says, what will happen with Dak and Cooper? Well, Jay, they're taking it week by week. Just like I said, just the Patriots should take it week by week when it comes to Bailey Zappe and Mac Jones. Take it week by week and then see how it goes. But this is going to be a big one right here. If Cooper Rush goes out there and they beat the Eagles, then JB will be silent. I mean, at this point, just stick with the kid. He's got the hot hand right now. Stick with him. And so let's see. Ben says the Bengals need to bite the bullet and replace Zach Taylor. Let's see. Mike says, in other words, there might never be a quarterback as good as Allen, but as I scout CJ Stroud, I wonder with his skill set, JB. And so a guy like CJ Stroud, Mike, it all comes down to this. Josh Allen, he has a lot of great weapons. Not every quarterback that gets drafted gets surrounded by those kind of weapons. And you have to be able to sustain those weapons for a while as well to build chemistry. So it depends on where CJ Stroud gets drafted, what kind of weapons they have, what kind of offensive line they have as well, who the play caller is. There's many ingredients that come out to making the perfect recipe. He's just one piece of it, an important piece, but there are many other recipes that come into play as well. And so Josh Allen's success comes at the cost of the run game for the Buffalo Bills. That run game is Josh Allen, basically. They have no kind of run game outside of that. And so there's a lot of things that have to take place for a quarterback to shine like that. It does. So, but we will see. We will see. Let's see. Ben says, Mike, there's a better quarterback right now. Ben says right now. Let's see. O says Patrick Mahomes is better quarterback than Josh Allen. And let's see. Ben says Mahomes is 8-3 in the playoffs, and Allen is 3-3 and never won an MVP. And so I like both quarterbacks. JB likes both quarterbacks. That he does. 1A, 1B, whichever your preference is. If I'm drafting a quarterback, though, I'm probably drafting Josh Allen first and stuff like that. But because I do happen to like his mobility and stuff like that. But that's just me thinking from a play caller perspective and stuff like that. But everything that Mahomes has that he does is special on the same level. So for JB, whichever one you take, there is no wrong answer for JB at this point in time when it comes to these two quarterbacks. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10. 3 seconds right now on the play clock. They snap the ball, going to run the option, and Jackson opts to keep it. And that's a great decision. Takes it all the way to about that 42-yard line. Excellent run on the play here. Again, here in the second quarter with 11 minutes left to go. Ravens up right now 10-0. Let's see. Old man says Josh Allen is definitely top 5 in the NFL. Mike says Cook had a touchdown. And so let's see. But yeah, great arguments though. I do like Mahomes as well. Mahomes fits that that prototypical what you dream of as a quarterback and stuff like that. Being able to make plays the way that he does is special as well. So no knock against either of these quarterbacks. All right, fullback goes in motion, going to give it to the back. And so, oh wow, look at that. And what a nice play on that one. And so, and let's see, that was Kenyon Drake, I believe, with the carry. His first carry of the game. Let's see, Mike says, but just looking at CJ Stroud release, I wonder if I was a GM, I would wonder. Let's see, Ben says Allen can be number 2, but he needs to beat Mahomes in the playoffs before we talk that craziness. And so, yeah, I mean, when I compare, if we're talking about like current just status and stats and stuff like that, winning, all of that, then yes. But for me, when I think of best quarterback, I think of if I'm building a team, and they don't have their respective teams. So Patrick Mahomes, no Travis Kelce, not an Andy Reid system, just purely based upon everything I've seen, and I'm trying to build a team who'd be my top quarterback, then I probably would take Josh Allen. But how things are right now, I would have to go Mahomes, given like the current setup for both of them. But they're both special, and they're both young in their careers as well. So plenty of football to be played for both guys. All right, but here we go, guys. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap, And so Lamar Jackson has it, throws it. Oh, it was picked off. Picked off. And so, wow. Wow, what an interception there. Did not see that one coming. So Lamar Jackson turns the ball over. Now I got to check my fantasy here. See what Lamar did here. And so things were going good. They were going great. Wow. Let's see. Jay says, can't go wrong with either Allen or Mahomes. If I'm picking the best thrower ever, then I'm probably picking Rodgers as my guy. Let's see. Aiden says CJ Stroud is insane. Let's see. Aiden says Lamar needs to make that throw. He does need to make that throw there, but oh man, that's tough. That's tough. And he knows it. He knows it. He knows it. He knows it. Braden says picked. Oh, it says if Allen keeps running and not sliding and trying to be Superman, he's going to get himself hurt. I hope I'm wrong because I don't like anyone getting hurt. All right, but here we go. The Bengals with the ball here. Give it to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon slide in between defenders here. Picks up 9 yards on a carry. 2nd and 1 coming up right now from the Bengals 26-yard line. Here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go. And again, Bell with a fantastic interception there for the Cincinnati Bengals here. Let's see if the Bengals offense can capitalize off the turnover here. Lewis says defense. Mike says JB, when you see CJ Stroud release, if you were a scout GM, what would you say? And so for me, I probably would be biased there, but I love everything I see from this kid here. I really do. And the poise I saw last year, I see a lot of good things, but for him, it depends on the situation you send him to, for me. Meanwhile, they get the ball again to Mixon. Another carry, picks up 3 yards and a first down here for the Cincinnati Bengals here. And so, but I do like his arm. I do like his arm. Let's see. Isaac says, hope this pick doesn't hurt my Ravens. And so, hopefully not, Isaac. Hopefully not. Let's see. Ben says, Ohio State quarterbacks always look great in college and rarely cut it in the big leagues. And so I still believe, in my heart of heart, I do believe Justin Fields would be a good quarterback. It's just the Bears, no offense, Lewis, but the Bears are setting him up for failure. And you can't help who drafted you. You can't help. I remember when Aaron Rodgers was coming out the draft, and then there was a lot of talk about California quarterbacks not being good at the NFL level until there was Aaron Rodgers. So it just takes one to change the perception. It just takes one. Let's see. Jay says Burrow was at Ohio State for a bit, right? And so, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. He was at Ohio State. And let's see. Oh, it says right now Panthers have the first pick. That's a big W for New England because we have a 3rd and a 6th round picks. Their 3rd and 6th round picks. And so, yes. And so Ben says, yes, Jay. All right, let's see. Old man says, Jay, yes. Then he transferred to LSU. Mike says, shout out to Isaac. And so, yes. Shout out to Isaac here. Rooting for his Ravens. Shotgun formation here. Ball from their own 29-yard line. Takes a snap here. Going to give it to the back off the left side. And so Mixon, look at Mixon run. I like what I'm seeing. And so does my fantasy football team. Got 12 yards there on the carry. Continue to feed this man here. Let's see. Ben says, I think he transferred after Haskins won the job. He did. And so what got me, that's what really started my irritation when it came to Herb, because you had Haskins on the bench. You had also Burrow on the bench, and you were starting JT Barrett over those guys. I'm like, bro, you were starting the worst passer of the 3. All right, we got a penalty here. Let's see what they're going to call here. Is it a penalty or perhaps a timeout? Again, here in the second quarter, 7 minutes and 23 seconds to go. All right, so it is a timeout there. So first timeout call there against the Baltimore Ravens here. Both teams with 2 timeouts right now. Here in the second quarter with 7 minutes and 23 seconds to go. Let's see. Mike says, no, JB, listen, there is something great about CJ Stroud. Ben says, LOL, Mike is in love. Let's see. Ben says, I think he transferred after Dwayne Haskins won the job. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Ben says Cardell Jones, baby Mariota, who? And so, oh man, Cardell Jones. He saved a lot of teams from making a mistake and stuff like that. And when he came back another year at Ohio State, I remember that. That was, yeah, teams were already projecting him for like a 3rd round pick. Somebody would have taken him in the 2nd and would have been highly upset with that. All right, but here you go. Quick pass there to Chase. And so Chase picks up about 8, 9 yards in the play. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see. Mike says how many thumbs JB3K. And so how many thumbs up we've got so far? Let's see. Okay, I wish it was just easy for me to just view it on the screen here, but I gotta check my phone to see it. All right, let's see. All right, so right now we are currently at 9 thumbs up so far. So we're at 9 thumbs up so far. Let's see. Jay says I'm excited for Kansas State, one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, committed to us. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Where's he from? Where is he from? And what's his national rank? All right, but here we go. Burrow here, 1st and 15, airs it out, and it's going to be caught. And so this is Thomas here still running. And wow, he picks up about a good 33 yards on the play. He just kept rumbling, and Ravens were just staring at him like, who are you? And so 1st and 10 here at the Baltimore 31-yard line here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Let's see. Braden says Cardell Jones played in the XFL. Yep, Mike says shout out to Ben. And so that's right, Big Ben. And so I'll vouch for many Ohio State quarterbacks, but Cardell Jones and JT Barrett, I knew they were not going to have success at the NFL level. I just knew that. All right, but here we go. Going to give the ball again to Mixon. And so Mixon running. And so let's see where they mark him at, but he might be just shy of the first down marker, which would bring up 2nd and 1. Right now at the ball at the Baltimore 22-yard line. Let's see if he can run this one into the end zone for me. Let's see. Braden says JB has 3K thumbs on his hand. I thought he had 3. It just keeps growing, Braden. Just keeps growing. Just keep growing. All right, but here we go. One back in the backfield here. Burrow up under center. Burrow's going to quarterback keep it and get the first down there. 3 yards on the play. Excellent play call there because nobody seemed to be expecting it on the defense. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Ravens up 10-0. All right, let's see. Jay says he is from Mays, Kansas. Avery Johnson is okay. He is ranked ninth at quarterback and 97th nationally. And so, okay, bet. That's big time. That's big time. All right, but here we go. Out of the shotgun, Burrow here in the pocket, stands strong, throws it over the middle, and it's caught there by his tight end. And somehow his tight end reached it over the goal line here for the touchdown here. So, wow. Hayden Hurst there with the reception of 19 yards and a touchdown. Bengals 7 plays, 83 yards, 4 minutes and 24 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. Let's see. Braden says, I have Hurst on my bench. Ouch, that does hurt. Mike says, I need my USFL and XFL JB. And so I know what you mean. Ben says, that was pretty beastly by Hurst. And so, yes, you saw the stumble and the rumble before he just fell in that end zone. It's like he was gliding through the air in there. Somehow he was able to keep his balance and get that touchdown. Big time play. All right, extra point is up and extra point is good. So the score right now, Ravens 10, Bengals 7 here in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go. And let's see. That's right, Mike says, love Pat's OG uniform. And so, yes, it looked really good. You know what they say, look good, feel good, play good. That's what happened with the Pats today. But again, right now, currently at the commercial, and our score is the Ravens up 10-7, but the Bengals just scored. They will kick things off, and there's 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Let's see. Ben says, Hurt is a man on a mission. So yes, Hurst, he's out there just trying to show, hey, you can lean on me. Let's see. Bengals says, stumble and rumble in the Bengals jungle. And so, hey, I like what you did there. But so far in this one, Joe Burrow, 7 of 9 for 86 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, sacked twice so far in this one. On the ground for the Bengals there, Joe Mixon 6 carries, 34 yards there. And as a team, 9 carries for 39 yards. Meanwhile, for the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson, 7 of 14, 63 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Let's see, on the ground, he's got 3 carries for 16 yards. The Ravens right now as a team have 12 carries for 80 yards. J.K. Dobbins, 4 carries, 26 yards. Kenyon Drake at 2 carries, 16 yards. Devin Duvernay, 2 carries, 19 yards. And Mike Davis got a carry for 3 yards as well. So the Ravens utilizing 5 people in the backfield here, and of course that's what Baltimore does. But again, still right now at the commercial. All right, time for another poll question. All right. All right, getting ready to get back here to the game. All right. So I will let you guys decide who is the best quarterback by voting. I'll let you guys decide. All right, so here we go again here in the second quarter with with 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go. Ravens up 10-7. Kickoff on the way. Let's see if we get a return here by the Ravens, and no return. So they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line here. Mike says Dolphins needed to be humbled. And so, oh, they were humbled already. They were humbled. My boy Skyler came in, and he just looked not that great. Not that great. And so in the zone, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say Dolphins going to have their hands full next week with them Vikings. And so, but how are you doing? I saw Dalvin Cook going off. I was going against him in my other fantasy football league. And so that was a bit of an unpleasant surprise for my team. But we're surviving. Meanwhile, Jackson, quick pass there to Duvernay. And so Duvernay picks up 9 yards on the play. So we got 2nd and 1 coming up here. As Ben says, you forgot to put CJ Stroud on the poll. And so my man Ben got jokes. Ben got jokes. Let's see. Mike says ridiculous. Josh Allen is the best quarterback to ever play. And let's see. Braden says those trades I made looking really good. Bet. All right, so here we go. Takes a snap. Gonna give it to the back. And let's see. Dobbins is going to pick up the first down there. 3 yards on the carry. Mike says, Pat Mahomes, come on, man. And so, hey, the people are speaking, Mike. The people are speaking. All right, but here we go out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Moving around, throws it. It's going to be completed. All right, and so that's going to be a pickup of 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 3 coming up. Ball right now at the Baltimore 44-yard line. Let's see, Mike says C.J. Stroud is a great arm. If the GM, I make moves. And so, I mean, don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. C.J. Stroud, he's my guy. But I'm not expecting to come in and instantly be like no top 10 quarterback. I'm just saying the kid's good, and judging the kid by the school he comes from, that's something I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do that. But they're going to give the ball here to the back, out the backfield, and looks to be a first, but there is a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what they call. All right, so that's going to be on the offense there. Illegal shift is the call. Let's see, Braden says, they've really helped my team the last 2 weeks. And so, hey, that's great, Braden. That is great. That is great. And so, hey, that's what you hope for in fantasy, that you're on the winning end of those trades. All right, but here we go. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson with it. Looking to run. He's trying to make somebody miss, but they bring him down there for the sack. So 3rd down coming up here. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 12 right now at the Baltimore 35-yard line. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see. Braden says my top 5 Heisman finalists are number 1 Stroud, 2 Williams, 3 Hooker. Let's see, 4 Duggins and 5 Harrison. All right, with a big 3rd down coming up here. Let's see, can Jackson convert here from his own 35-yard line? Takes a snap, looking, throws it, and it's completed. It's completed. And so picked up 8 yards in the play. However, short by 4 yards here. So 4th and 4 coming up here. Ball going to be punting the ball from their own 43-yard line. Let's see. Ben says you can, LOL, you can really tell this is a division game. The Bengals are flying around. Yes. I do like that about a lot of the games that you think of, like the rivalry games that the Bengals typically are in, whether it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether it's the Baltimore Ravens. Those are typically hard physical games that they are flying around for. But we are at the 2-minute warning right now. So the 2-minute warning here. The Ravens lead right now 10-7 here. They have the football, but they will be punting the ball here to the Cincinnati Bengals when we come back from the 2-minute warning. So at 2 minutes and 2 timeouts, we'll get to see what Joe Burrow and company can do. Can they follow up on that touchdown they got last time out there? Almost forgot about John Mechie. Almost forgot all about him. Let's see. Jay says North Carolina has a great quarterback too. Drake may be will be drafted when he is older for sure. And so bet. It's like Drake May will be drafted when he is older for sure. He looks great though. He really looks great. But the offensive line for North Carolina looks very improved as well this season compared to last. Let's see, Ben says Lamar Jackson can be really happy Vontaze Burfict retired. And so, yes. Oh, man, Burfict was out there inflicting damage upon people, man. Like, this was just like a video game type of damage out there. Let's see. Braden says Drake May is Luke May's brother. And so, betting, hey, balling out there. Absolutely balling. All right, and so far in terms of who's the best quarterback, right now Pat Mahomes is running away with it. But again, still right now at the commercial. But when we come back, coming back from the 2-minute warning. Let's see, Braden says Luke May played basketball for North Carolina. Good old Tar Heels. Let's see. Old man says, JB, I'm so happy but Belichick didn't pay J.C. Jackson what the Chargers did because he's been horrible for them, and Jack Jones has been playing better this year so far. And so, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I've noticed that over the years from Bill Belichick. If he lets you go more times than not, within that, at least within 2 years after, the defensive back starts playing like garbage out there. So I have noticed that. All right, let's see. Mike says, I'm talking about a quarterback that can throw 70 yards with a flick of the wrist, a new type of quarterback. Mike's still making his case, guys. Punts on the way. Fair catch symboled at the, let's see, that'll be at the 16-yard line here of the Bengals. So with a minute 54 seconds left to go here before the half right now, Bengals trailing 10-7. They have an opportunity here with a minute 54 seconds, two timeouts here. If Joe Burrow and the company can get some momentum and move that ball here, they can get a score here before the half. Let's see, Jay says Falcons traded Deion Jones. And so, all right, let's see. We've got a vote here for the other. Let's see, Mike says there has never been a quarterback as good as Allen, but I'm scouting Stroud. All right, here we go. Out of the shotgun here. Takes a snap. Burrow looking, throws, ball's deflected, incomplete. Second down coming up, 2nd and 10. All right, let's see. Mike says there's, oh, sorry. Old says, did they, Jay? Ben says Mahomes has Kelsey and had Tyreek, had never had the elite defense that Josh Allen has. And let's see, 80 says JB, take a shot. And so, let's see, Jay says, yes, old man, to the Browns. And so, okay, well, let's see. What they get in return? Jay? All right, but here we go, out of the shotgun. Throws it, and the ball deflected again. So right now, the Ravens defense getting a hand on everything that Burrow puts up right now in this drive. Third down coming up, 3rd and 10 from their own 16-yard line. And thanks to those two incompletions there, there's still plenty of time right now. So if you're the Bengals, you need to get this first down here. You absolutely need to. Braden says, just looked it up. Jack Jones played for 3 colleges. Old says, yeah, Mike, there's never a quarterback as good as Allen with no Super Bowl appearance or a Super Bowl win. All right, here we go out of the shotgun here. Going to dump it down to P. Ryan, and so he's going to show I can still move it. And he picks up about 15 yards on the play and a first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. A minute 34 right now to go. Again, 2 timeouts right now, 2nd quarter. Let's see, Jay says for a late round draft compensation. Ben says LOL. All right, here we go out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. In the pocket, throws it to P. Ryan again. And he's going to pick up about a good 8 yards on the play. 2nd down here. A minute and 8 seconds to go here. But we got a lineman that's currently down right now. Hope that he's okay. So yeah, they'll stop the clock there at a minute and 9 seconds here. Currently looking at the Bengals lineman is down right now. Medical staff looking at him. 2nd down, and we're going to hit the commercial right now. And let's see, Jay says, Mike, are you telling me Allen or Mahomes are better than prime Tom Brady? That's the question that we're looking at, Mike. Let's see, Braden says, loving the Allen and Mahomes back and forth. And so, let's see. All right, let's see. Again, right now, currently at the commercial. And so, let's see. Braden says, bot. Let's see. Old man says, dang, Browns really did. And he redid his contract so he can cap. So his cap hit will be more like $2 million. And so, okay, bet. Let's see. Ben says, nah, even late career Brady has Mahomes' number. 2-0 in the playoffs versus Mahomes. And let's see. Braden says, the Andy Reid State Farm commercial, LOL. And so, yes. They're just getting everybody. Let's see. Mike says JB ditch us for Allen best quarterback ever. And so, well, Mike, I can't go that far with you now. I can't go that far with you. I can only contest for what he's doing right now. I cannot say ever. There's still so much football that must be played. Before it's all said and done. Let's see. Mike says Mahomes may be 2nd best ever. Let's see. Braden says Black Medicine probably checking the bot right now. Let's see. All right, let's see. Braden says Aaron Rodgers is better than Josh Allen. Let's see. Mike says Lamar great. Mike says Brady great. All right, so I will go ahead and take that poll there. All right, but here we go out of the shotgun here. They're going to give it to the back. And so P. Ryan here getting carries here and plowing forward for 9 yards on the play. Got a first down there. Let's see. Jay says the question is prime Mike Vick or prime Lamar Jackson? All right, so here we go. Throws it to the back. And so P. Ryan here making moves. All right, so let me just go ahead and put it up. All right, so right now Bengals here, 30 seconds to go. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap, throws it, and it's going to be completed to Boyd there. He's going to pick up 18 yards on the play. 23 seconds right now. All right, let's see. All right, and again right now, timeout was called. All right, meanwhile, second poll question is up there. All right, but here we go. First and 10 here. Ball at the 25-yard line of the Ravens here. Bengals with the ball. Going to take a deep shot here. Throws it up there. Incomplete to Thomas. Incomplete to Thomas. Second and 10 coming up here with 18 seconds to go. Let's see. Old man says, I will say this. It only took Allen 3 years and getting Diggs to become a top 5 NFL quarterback. Mike says, Allen better than Rodgers a lot. Braden says, Mike. Let's see. Ben says, Lamar needs to put up some points. Can't let Burrow hang around. All right, so here we go. Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap here, looking. Throws it to the tight end. Tight end catches it. It was up high. He made the catch, though. Picked up a couple yards on the play. Third down coming up. 13 seconds remaining here in the second. Let's see. Ben says Vic was definitely cooler on the Falcons. Let's see. Braden says, by the way, South Carolina beat a top 25 team. I said before the season they would beat too. And so I did notice that. I did notice that. All right, but here we go. Second time out. All right, so another timeout here called. And let's see. Jay says, I forgot what team came out of nowhere and it's ranked 25 right now. James Madison. James Madison. That was the team. I was a little surprised myself there. James Madison jumped up to the top 25, but hey, they're there. So congrats to them. We got 13 seconds here before the half. 3rd and 7 right now. Bengals with the football, trailing 10-7 right now. So you want to be smart here. Don't want to turn the ball over, obviously, here. Time is a concern here. You want to take your shot into the end zone. If not, go ahead and take that field goal. But here we go. Shotgun formation here. Takes a snap here. Burrow's looking. Throws it away. And so it's going to be incomplete. And so we'll get to see the field goal unit come out here for Cincinnati. Let's see. Braden says James Madison J. Mike says JB can skip all day, but Lamar is an amazing quarterback, better than Vic. And so let's see. Braden says first year in the FBS, and so already making noise. All right, so here we go. And the field goal is up, and it is good. All right, so that's going to tie us up here. And so all tied up 10-10 right now. Let's see. Braden says Mike calling you out, JB. And so this poll is not about JB's pick here. This is about what the people say here. This is a collective vote here. Who JB would have in that situation completely different and stuff like that than what some of these votes are going here. But this is not about JB here. This is about public opinion. And let's see. Old says, all right, JB, you have a good night. About to go to sleep, and everyone stay safe. Yeah, appreciate you once again for coming through, old man. You take care, and hopefully you'll be able to join us tomorrow for Monday Night Football when we watch the Chiefs and the Raiders. But yes, have a great start to your week. And let's see. Jay says, good game we got tonight so far. Absolutely. Lewis says halftime. We got 4 seconds before it reaches the half, but absolutely. Let's see. Jay says night old. Braden says good night, old man. All right, kickoff on the way. Scribb kicks it. And so going to pick it up there at the 8. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and goes out of bounds. Now, they kept that 1 second up there for a long time. And so, Carmichael, what's good with you? What's good with you? He says, hello, JB. What's good with you, Carmichael? How are you doing? Let's see. Mike says, JB, what you think of Lamar or Vic? And so for me personally, I'm curious. When you guys think prime Vic, are we talking about the best version he had for Atlanta? Or are we just talking about the 1 year that he had with the Philadelphia Eagles? But even then, Lamar Jackson for me, he shows it for us year in and year out. Whereas I seen Mike Vick down there in Atlanta, he did some nice things. He was fun to watch, very fun. And as one of y'all mentioned before, extremely cool to watch. It really was. But from a passing perspective, I'll definitely take Lamar Jackson. That 1 year that Vic had though down in Philadelphia, that was amazing though. That was amazing that year. But outside of that, yeah, definitely I'll take Lamar Jackson's body of work so far compared to everything I've seen from Mike Vick. Let's see, Mike says, I would take young Vic at times, believe me. And so, but there you go. But the poll speaks. Mike Vick through 8 votes right now. But we are at the half right now. We're all tied up at the half here. Both teams had a field goal and a touchdown so far in the first half. And so, great game we've got so far. That's what you expect from a rivalry game here. 10-10 here, seeing a balance of offense, defense, and so a lot of great things. So far, Lamar Jackson, 10 of 17, 87 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He was sacked once as well. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, Joe Burrow, 12 of 18, 139 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interception, sacked twice. And then for the Bengals on the ground, so far, Joe Mixon, 6 carries, 34 yards. And the Ravens so far in this one, J.K. Dobbins, 5 carries, 29 yards. Kenyon Drake had 2 carries as well for 16 yards. Devin Duvernay, extremely busy, 2 carries, 19 yards. Of course, Jackson, 4 carries, 15 yards. And Mike Davis, 1 carry for 3 yards as well. For the Ravens, Devin Duvernay receiving-wise, 4 catches, 44 yards so far in this one. He's got the most receptions for them. But Mark Andrews, he's got 2 catches, 18 yards, including a receiving touchdown. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, in the receiving game, though, when it comes to receptions, Jamar Chase, just 2 catches for 11 yards. It's been Hayden Hurst who's been doing the damage there. He's got 4 catches for 39 yards and a receiving touchdown as well. Let's see. Carmichael says, my excuse for the loss is all of our starting cornerbacks were injured. We had a practice squad player out there for 3 quarters. And let's see, Carmichael says, Kenny did throw over 300 yards though, so I am okay. And so, okay, bet. Mike says Lamar is the real deal, JB. And so, absolutely. Mike says, shout out to the Steelers. And so, absolutely. Let's see, Ben says that Lamar has more MVPs than Josh Allen. And so that he does. Lamar came out on a vengeance that year. I remember he opened up the season against Miami through all those touchdowns. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Jay says T. Higgins is invisible tonight. And so, yeah, I did notice that. I could use T. Higgins to do something because he's in my other fantasy football league, but I don't need it. But I certainly can use it, though. But absolutely. Let's see. Jay says, "Wait, is he hurt?" And so, nah, Higgins, he was questionable before the game, but they suited him up. Last I heard. So, absolutely. Let's see. All right. So, all right. So JB will be right back, guys. JB will be right back. All right. Let's see. All right. So, see, I got one more vote here for Lamar Jackson. Okay, bet. And let's see. Ben says at least the Steelers still have their pride because they have nothing else. Ooh, Mike says shout out to Ben. Ben says shout out to you, Mike. So like the shout outs going. 80 says JB Wine. And so hey, I'll take that one. 80s appreciate that. And let's see, Mike says Bills versus Chiefs 4 p.m. games. End all games. And so that's going to be such a massive game. And I'm so upset that that's not a primetime game. They know it was supposed to be a primetime game. They dropped the ball on that one. Ben says Bills Chiefs will be the game of the season here. Game of the season. All right, so let's see. So through 9 votes right now, Mike Vick is up here. And let's see, Mike says, if I streamed, I would be making a pee every 30 minutes because you drink like 80s. And so, as you guys can see, JV has not sipped any water so far in this one. So, oh yes. Let's see. All right, so I'll call that one there. So we'll have that one. All right, let's see. Next poll question should be. All right, I got a good one coming up here, guys, for you. All right. 1 second. All right, so here goes the question. Definitely let me know your vote, guys. And so the question right now is, would you forgive Draymond Green if he Draymond you like he did Jordan Poole? Let me know here by voting. And so, would you be able to be professional and just accept his apology, or would it just be personal for you each and every day that you see him? Let me know. And so, all right, so Jay says, I think Commanders and Bears will be game of the year, Mike. Ben says, LOL. Mike says, JB, halftime. Let's go over some scores, please. And so, all right, bet. I'll keep that up as we go over some scores there, courtesy of Mike's request. We will do that. And so, all right, so let's see. Let's start at, well, obviously, we all know what happened with the Colts and Broncos. Colts winning that one 12-9. But early this morning to get things off there, the New York Giants beat the Green Bay Packers 27-22. That was a huge victory for them to win that matchup there. And so, I mean, Aaron Rodgers and company fell a little bit short there in that matchup against the Giants. And so Carmichael says he is leaving by. And so I understand, Carmichael. I understand. He saw where this was going. And so Meanwhile, Buffalo is victorious 38-3 in that matchup there against the Steelers. And then for the Chargers and Browns, I mean, the Browns had opportunities late in that game to win that game. Ultimately, York, he ended up missing the field goal that would have been a game winner there against the Chargers, and so the Chargers won 30-28. Normally, it's been the Chargers historically that's been on the wrong end of that, but that time it was the Browns on the wrong end of that one. But Houston getting their first win of the year, beating Jacksonville 13-6 in that matchup. And so shout out to Houston there. Very good defensive game there and way to put it together and finally get a win. And so Mike says Brian the Ball, JB. And so, yeah, he came out. His team came out. They've been looking great so far this season. Their uniforms as well. All right, next up is the Bears versus the Vikings. And so Minnesota jumped out early. Dalvin Cook was scoring touchdowns left, right, in between. But then the Bears started coming back. But the Vikings were able to hold on for a victory 29-22 in that matchup there for the Minnesota Vikings. A big win considering the Packers lost as well. So huge win for the Vikings in that category. And it also did help that Detroit did fall short to New England also, so therefore you're looking around. If you're the Vikings, you're the only team in your division that won. Packers lost, Bears lost, Lions lost, but the Patriots beat them 29-0 in that matchup. And so everything that could go wrong for the Lions, honestly, did go wrong. I did not see that coming. JB just did not see that coming. I don't have an answer as to why that happened, but I did not see that coming. Meanwhile, the Saints, they were able to beat the Seahawks there. Alvin Kamara, he finally looked a little bit like Alvin Kamara out there. They won 39-32 in that game. Now, Rashard Penny did have a major injury there. It sounds like Pete Carroll has some concern about Penny and his availability moving forward. So this sounds like this is going to be a long type of injury. And so if you got him in fantasy football, you best be looking for his replacement right now because he's going to be out for some time, most likely, it seems like, in that matchup. But the Saints did beat the Seahawks 39-32 in that matchup. And now a surprising game is the Jets beat Miami 40-17. And so, I mean, obviously Miami started the game off with their second string quarterback there. But when Bridgewater went down, which was very quickly in that game with a concussion, and due to the new rules there, he was done. Even though he passed the concussion protocol, he was still done. Could not come back in that one. So they had to turn to Skylar Thompson, the rookie out of Kansas State, who went in there and looked like a rookie did and stuff like that. So if he has to start moving forward, if you got Jalen Waddle, press the panic button. If you got Tyreek Hill, you might want to keep your hand near. Just see how long either one of those quarterbacks, Bridgewater or Tudor, are going to be out for. But hopefully you'll get at least one of those guys back within the next 2 weeks. But honestly, if you got one of those receivers, you're highly concerned about that game right there. Now the Buccaneers versus the Falcons there. I mean, Buccaneers won that one, but there's a little bit of controversy in that game there. I mean, the official, did he help Tom Brady with that one? You guys let me know. Did the official give the Buccaneers, that first down in that situation, or was it really, one of those roughing the passer calls? But anyways, with that one, Tennessee though found a way to win because Carson Wentz is going to be Carson Wentz at the end of the day, and that's exactly what he was. And he cost his team the opportunity to win the game. They lost 21-17. Why put the ball in his hands? It's beyond me. I mean, there's plenty of film that tells you Carson Wentz is going to do what Carson Wentz is going to do, but they ended up losing 21-17. Shout out King Henry for his performance out there as well. And then the 49ers. I mean, Baker Mayfield looked lost. Baker Mayfield got benched. Baker Mayfield could not connect on anything. I'm just going to keep saying Baker Mayfield here because his team lost. The 49ers, though, Jimmy G, and they look like they're gaining some momentum now. This is what we saw last year, except it was more so around, I think, week 11 or 12 last year when the 49ers started playing like this, gaining momentum before the playoffs. Because prior to that, they really wasn't that great a team, but they got hot late. And so right now, they're starting to get things in the right direction there for this team moving forward there. I also saw Tevin Coleman getting that game also. That was like a flash from the past. And then you had the Eagles versus the Cardinals in that one. So the Eagles still undefeated, 20-17 on the road at Arizona there. And so Arizona tried to do it, but they couldn't do it. A great team, they say, find ways to win. Philadelphia, they're a great team. They're finding ways to win. And so on the road, this is the NFL. And so you never know who's going to go out there and play like what. Still was a big time opportunity here. And the Eagles have shown in back-to-back games in which they were pushed and tested that they will win the tough games. That's going to go a long way later in the season. Cowboys beat the Rams 22-10. I mean, who are we kidding? Outside of Cooper Cup, what do the Rams really have right now offensively? They are very barren at this point, honestly. And so, but yeah, that is our recap so far of all the games. There again, courtesy of Mike's request. With that, and let's see. Mike says when Watson's back, Brissett doing great. And so, do you think that Jacoby Brissett should remain in there when Watson gets back? Mike says Jaguars a big upset. Mike says Patriots amazing game. He says go Saints. Mike says more thumbs for my man JB. Appreciate that. Jay says I'm glad we finally. I'm sorry. I'm glad we get another Denver primetime game next week. Don't remind me, Jay. Please don't remind me. And let's see. Mike says Miami needed to be humbled. JB. Let's see. Mike says Brady's second goat after Allen. And so, come on, Mike. What are we doing? And Mike says, come on, Wentz. And so let's see. Ben says, when the Dolphins missed the playoffs, I wonder if Tyreek will still think the extra money was worth it. And so, honestly, Ben, if he wanted to win Super Bowls, I think he would have tried to stay in Kansas City. Clearly, money was extremely important to him. He feels like he already got some Super Bowls, so time to chase the money at this point. And let's see, Mike says Panthers are horrible. Mike says shout out to 80s and the Eagles. Yes, shout out to 80s and his Eagles flying high. Meanwhile, we did have kickoff there, but it went out of bounds there, and so that's going to be a penalty. And so now let's get to see, how things are going to go right now. First and 10 here for the Ravens from their own 40-yard line here to start off things here in the third quarter, all tied up 10-10. Let's see how it goes. Let's see, Jay says, I swear kickoffs have been going out of bounds a lot lately. And so, yes. And so, all right, so 80% of y'all right now says no. There's only 5 votes, so I'll leave it up a little bit longer here. All right, but here we go. One back in the backfield here. Takes a snap, fakes it to the back. Jackson makes the guy miss, still on his feet here. Run in, and has to throw it away at the last second there. Throws it out of bounds. So we got second and 10 coming up right now. Ball at the 40-yard line here for the Ravens. All right, so here we go. Second and 10. Again, early stages here of the third quarter. First possession of the third quarter. Jackson out of the shotgun. Give it to Dobbins. Dobbins shakes off the defender. Dobbins still running. Offensive line gets in. Forward progress kicks in. And that's going to be a first down. A play that honestly should never have taken off there. J.K. Dobbins gets you 12 yards on the play. That running back, he running like a running back that is fresh out there in the backfield. Mike says Colts and Broncos have special place in memory. Don't think I will ever see such a garbage game. You know what, Mike? If I had to compare it to last year, what was the worst game that we witnessed last year, if you guys can recall? I feel like it had to be one of the Saints game, probably the one that they had Ian Book. It was like the Saints versus Dolphins, and I think the Dolphins, did they have, I can't remember if it was Jacoby Brissett that was playing last year for them, but it was one of those games that they played. Meanwhile, they give it again to Dobbins, and this time they're going to get him in the backfield. He's going to lose a yard on the play. So second and 11 coming up right now from the Cincinnati 49-yard line. All right, so second and 11 here out of the shotgun. Takes a snap here. Bengals are sending 5. Jackson going to take a deep shot. Had a man there. Oh, you overthrew him. You overthrew him. If you get a chance to pick on Eli Apple, I feel like you got to. Let's see. Mike says more score updates, JB. And so Ben says Bengals Chiefs was the worst game last year. And so all right, but yeah, he had a guy on that one, and that's one Lamar you got to hit. But here we go, third and 11, throws it over the middle, and so Mark Andrew does his best there, picks up a lot of yards on that one, about a good 10 yards on that one, but still a little short here. Lamar wants to go for it. He wants to go for it. John's looking like I just don't know. I just don't know. This is a risk here. This is a risk. You told the coach to go for it. It's on you to convert. You said go for it. All right, so 4th and 2. He's trusting his quarterback. 8 seconds right now on the play clock. Shotgun formation here. Takes a snap. Looking. Gonna throw it deep. Oh, man, you had another wide open guy, Lamar. 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 Wide open. There's nothing that you can say as a play caller when you call the perfect play and it's just not executed. But that time, 2 deep shots, 2 touchdowns, but he leaves the points on the table. Can't be doing that, Lamar. Can't be doing that. Braden says he missed them. Ben says, oh, man, that was wide open. And so, man, that's a play you got to make. I can't make no excuse for you there, Lamar. That's a play you got to make. He was wide open. Guys don't get that open in the NFL. He was wide open. Let's see. Mike says, poll, will the Bills beat the Chiefs by 30, 40, or 50? Mike. Mike. Let's see. All right. So most say no here. So I'll go ahead and end that one. All right. But Mike wants the poll here. So let us see. All right. Let's see. All right, just creating the poll here. 1 second. But we are at the commercial right now, thanks to the Ravens' inability to get the first down here. All right, so I'm going to put this poll up here, and we're going to allow the people to do their vote, Mike. All right, so here's the poll. Who wins and by how much? Bills plus 20 or Bills under 20? Chiefs plus 20 or Chiefs under 20? And so I got to be fair. Let's see. Braden says Ohio State receivers will get that open. And so, you know what, Braden? I can't argue with you there. I can't argue with you there, Braden. We don't always see eye to eye, but when we do, it's something amazing. I tell you that much. All right, so. All right, so let's see. 4 votes in right now. And so Mike says, how many thumbs, JB Nation? And so, yes, let's see where we're at right now. Last time I checked, we're at 10, but definitely make sure to subscribe. But here we go for the Bengals here from their own 41-yard line here. Burrow up under center. Jamar Chase goes in motion, run back in the backfield here. Takes a snap, play fake. Burrow looking. Burrow throws it over the middle. Picked off. Trying to throw it to his boy right there, Jamar Chase. Nah, not going to happen. And so that was Patrick Queen right there, with the interception. And so, wow, just like that. You just get the ball, first play, pay fake. I mean, you turn the ball over like that, it's going to cost you. We've seen Burrow have some games this year where he has turned the ball over. But wow. All right, let's see. Did he just simply not see the linebacker there? Linebacker fell back in coverage into the zone there. And so, yep, you were too busy looking at Jamar Chase. Didn't even look at the linebacker who was dropping back there. And so, yeah, that's on you. Let's see. Braden says, yeah, it is JB. And so, absolutely, yes. Let's see. Braden says bad mistake by both quarterbacks, and so yes, and these quarterbacks, if they're going to elevate their game, they have to eliminate those turnovers. Especially Lamar though, missing on those deep passes, you got to be able to connect on those. All right, receiver goes in motion here, takes a snap here. Lamar with the ball. Lamar off the back foot here, incomplete, incomplete. I mean, he's making Eli Apple look like he's Darrell Revis back there, bro. You got to be able to connect on these. And so, no idea why it decided to hide that one, Mike. But yes, be sure to subscribe, people. Be sure to subscribe. Let's see. Jay says, wow, not a great start for either quarterbacks this half. And so, yes, right about that. I need Lamar Jackson to step it up, though. And I need the Bengals to start giving the ball to Joe Mixon more. Let me take a look at my fantasy team, though. Am I liking what's going on so far here? Ooh. All right, so they're going to give it to Duvernay here off the left side. He gets tripped up, but he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play off the left side. So now we got 3rd and 5 coming up right now from the Bengals 41-yard line. And so, yeah, JB needs Joe Mixon to get more involved right now. All right, but 3rd and 5 here. All right, out of the shotgun here. Takes a snap, looking, throws it. It's completed, but he's going to get maybe a yard on the play to Kenyon Drake out the backfield. So 4th down, 4th and 4 at the Bengals 40-yard line. And so they're going to bring out Tucker. Let's see, Braden says, get JB to 3K thumbs on JB&M. He only has 3 and wants more. Let's see, Mike says, who will face the Bills in the Super Bowl? Eagles, Bengals, Cowboys, or other. And so, all right, so the field goal attempt's coming up. Kick is up. And it is good, of course. It is good. So just like that, JT adds 3 more to the board there. Bengals up 13-10 right now. And so Jay says, what a 58-yarder. And so, yeah, what a kick, 58 yards. Yes, he makes it look routine. For him, you already put the 3 points up there. Let's see, Braden says, JT making it look easy out there. He really does. He really does. And so Ben says, Mike, what year? 2059? All right, so right now the Ravens lead this one 13-10 here in the 3rd quarter with 10 minutes and 49 seconds to go. Kickoff about to be on the way here, and so Cincinnati here trying to kick things in gear here in the 2nd half offensively will get another opportunity. All right, let's see. All right, kickoff on the way. All right. All right, so here's the question. Who will represent the NFC? Eagles, Buccaneers, Cowboys, or other? All right, but here we go out of the shotgun. Takes a snap from their own 25-yard line. Gives it to Mixon, and Mixon keeping them feet moving there. Picks up about 4 yards on the ground here. 2nd and 6 coming up right now at the Cincinnati 29-yard line. I said you got to utilize Joe Mixon more. Let's see, Jay says, Let's see. Ben says 49ers will win the NFC. And so, okay, bet. Jay says, I remember when Harbaugh tried to get the rules changed, kickoffs through uprights, give you 1 points. And with Tucker, I can see why he posted that. And so, yes, trying to get the advantage there. Can't blame him for that. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and 6 out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Throws it. And, oh, nice completion there by the tight end there. And so, Hurst, I mean, he's been busy today. Busy today. And let's see. Braden says, and the Packers in there, even though we'll choke in the playoffs. Let's see. Ben says, shoot, the Packers might miss the playoffs the way they're playing. Let's see. Jay says, others. 49ers. Braden says, don't say that, Ben. All right, but here we go. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 right now. Ball at about the 37-yard line of the Bengals. Boyd goes in motion, takes a snap, gives it to the back, and so the back met by some defenders, picks up a yard on the carry. Joe Mixon there off the left guard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Yeah, but honestly, for sometimes it's just a matter of who's the most healthy when it's all said and done, who's the most healthy and who's the hot team. We know that not always the best team wins the Super Bowl each year. It's whatever team's playing the best football at that time. That's who wins the Super Bowl. All right, but here we go to the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Quick pass there to Boyd, and so Boyd, get him in the backfield. Dang it, I needed him to lose some yards there. Picks up 6 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. Let's see, Ben says, Rodgers need to let Christian Watson out of the doghouse before they go on a playoff run. Let's see, Jay says, 49er defense is good, not flashy, but they do have a good thing going. And so that's right. It is a team to watch. It is a team to continue to watch and keep your eyes out for sure. There's certainly a team on my radar in the NFC as we get closer. All right, but 3rd and 3 here. Burrow gets a snap here. Has time. Throws it deep. Incomplete, but there's going to be a penalty here. Going to be a penalty. They're going to call it against, looks like Marcus Peters here. So Jay in the Bay, what's good with you? Speaking of them 49ers, what's good with you? And you said who we got winning tonight, and so I got the Ravens winning tonight here. I do have the Ravens winning here. I'd like to see more offensive touchdown score from them there, but I got the Ravens winning here. But yes, we got Jay in the Bay, all things 49ers here. So Jay, how are you feeling about the 49ers right now? And Mike says, shout out to Carmichael. And so, yep, shout out to Carmichael. And so we got a lot of shout outs here today. All right, but here we go, guys. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Joe Mixon is the back here. 1st and 10. Ball at the Ravens 38-yard line. Burrow with it, looking. Going to dump it off to the back. Joe Mixon here. Got to make something happen here. And going to pick up about a good 4 yards on the play. Continue to feed my guy Joe Mixon out there and help JB's fantasy football team because I need all the help that I can get right now. So, ooh, especially right now. Let's see, Jay says, feeling good. We lead our division. And so, hey, that's a great place to be at. A great place to be at. No doubt about that. Back-to-back wins there. Feeling good. I hear you. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and 6. Takes a snap. Going to give it to the back again. And so right now, Mixon moving the chains here. So picks up 10 yards on the play. Continue to feed my guy right now. He can use a touchdown. This is 1st and 10 right now. The ball right now at the Baltimore 24-yard line. Let's see. Jay says, we got the injury bug. Hopefully we continue to get guys back and healthy. And so, yeah, I did notice that did pop up on the screen. Quite a few injuries there. So injuries is always something to look out for. It's like I always say, injuries, that's a part of the game, but it does matter, especially as the season goes on. More and more injuries. All right, but here we go to the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking, throws it behind Jamar Chase there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball right now at the Baltimore 24-yard line. And so Mike says, is Baker the worst quarterback in the league? And so Well, what do you guys think? Is Baker the worst quarterback in the league right now? Well, 6 votes and none for the Philadelphia Eagles right now. So how about that? Let's see. Ben says no. Trey Lance is worse. All right, but here we go. Takes a snap, gives it to P Ryan, and so P Ryan going to take it to the 20-yard line there on the carry. So now we got third down coming up here, 3rd and 6. Yeah, what is going on with my guy T Higgins right now? Let's see. Jay says Russell Wilson is pretty bad. Had a guy wide open on Thursday night. Well, Matt Ryan hasn't looked anything special either so far this season. I'll throw that out there as well. All right, but here we go. Burrow looking. Throws it short to the back, and so the back is going to get the first down, but there is a penalty. Let's see what they call here. There is a penalty. I need them to put Joe Mixon back in the game for my fantasy football team. Really need this right now. Yep, penalties declined, though. They didn't need it. So that is a first down here for the Bengals. All right, they got Mixon back in there. Shotgun formation here. So far on the drive, 9 plays, 62 yards, and 5 minutes in terms of time possession on the clock. Ravens up 13-10, but the Bengals trying to score. Throw a quick pass there to Chase, and so Chase can get brought down there, loses a yard on the play. Second down coming up. Jay says, is T. Higgins just a decoy tonight? What is going on? Jay, I have to say, it looks like he is just a decoy out there. Apparently, no real game plan for him. I don't even think he has a target so far in this game, to be honest with you. I don't think we even targeted him so far. Mike says, shout out to JB Nation chat. Lots of great takes and responses. Yes, shout out to the chat for sure. We always have the best NFL conversations going throughout the course of the game. All right, but here we go. Shotgun formation, 5 wide. Takes a snap here. Burrow looking, feels the pressure. Burrow still looking. Burrow's going to throw it short. Caught by the tight end Hurts. And so Hurts has just been very valuable for him so far today. And so Hayden Hurts, he's got just 6 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown receiving wise so far today. But third down coming up. I say put Joe Mixon in and throw Joe Mixon the ball out the backfield. Not just because he's on JB's fantasy team. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. Takes the snap, looking, throws it. Oh, there's going to be a flag. Going to be a flag. Defensive pass interference. Obvious call there. And so he was calling Hurst, in which he called his number a lot so far tonight. And that's going to be a penalty. We're looking at 1st and goal right now at the Baltimore 2-yard line here for the Bengals, who currently trail right now 13-10. Here in the third quarter with 4 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Jay says, I always look forward to these streams. A great way to watch a game and chat with people who love sports. And so, yes. And I also love that we can be talking about NFL stuff, NFL debates, and also talk about college stuff as well, and just really sports stuff in general, for sure. All right, but here we go, guys. 1st and goal there for the Bengals. I need them to get the ball here to Mixon. Snaps it, fakes it to Mixon, throws it. That's going to be incomplete. Try to get it to Hurts there. Incomplete. Give the ball to Mixon. And again, tomorrow's stream, we'll be doing that one there. The Chiefs and the Raiders. Of course, you can't miss a stream like that. I'll tell you what, though, that Texas route of Oklahoma yesterday, I was thinking to myself, like, man, things would have been bad if I would have streamed that game right there. 49-0, that was bad. All right, so Running a trick play here, and oh, got him in the backfield. How about that? That feels like that Madden button when you just press the right thumbstick and just lay him out. And so, wow, Peters bringing the wood there. How about that? Third down coming up now, 14 yards away from the end zone. That's why you run the ball. Let's see. Jay says, "Oh my, what a play by the defense." They said they're tired of all these Philly special duplicates here. We're going to show you how to stop it and make it not so special. I like that. Just full speed ahead. Just get back there and hit somebody. I like it. All right, here we go. Third and goal. Burrow with it. Looking. Burrow's going to throw it. It's caught Jamar Chase. And he's going to take it to about the 2 yard line. Fourth down coming up here. So fourth down coming up here. Fourth and goal. Will they opt to go for it? So far in this drive, 14 plays, 73 yards, 7 minutes, and 18 seconds in terms of time of possession. Will they go for it? It looks like they will. Ben says Marcus Peters still got it. He says he still got it. All right, we got Joe Mixon in there. That's the first start here. Let's do a direct halfback snap here. All right, so here we go, guys. Big gamble here. Mixon goes in motion. Gonna take the snap here. Burrow looking. And oh, he tried to shuffle it to the receiver, but it's incomplete. Incomplete. And so the Cincinnati Bengals there did not get the first down. So therefore, it is going to be Baltimore with the football. Huge defensive stop there. And so Black says, go for it. What's good with you, though? What's good with you? Is your fantasy football team still doing great for you? What's good with you? And Ben says he tried to beat Mahomes, but he ain't. All right, let's see. Jay says, I'll never forget Marcus Peters' first game. He got an INT on the first play of the game. That makes you feel like a kid's going to be special when they come out and do something like that on the first play, and there it is. The kid's been great. He has been great. All right, but now we're currently right now at the commercial. Here in the third quarter, huge stop by the Ravens defense there. Ravens are up 13-10. Let's see. Black says trying to be too fancy. And so you're right. You're right. You're right. Just line them up, run the ball with Joe Mixon. You would have got yourself a touchdown. But that's hurting my fantasy team right now, big time. Ooh, very big time. But again, still right now, currently at the commercial. But let's see. But yeah, I mean, receiving wise, though, I mean, for the Bengals here, Jamar Chase, 4 catches, 22 yards. Tyler Boyd, 2 catches, 24 yards. Absolutely nothing from T. Higgins so far this week. Again, coming off an injury there. He was questionable just about all week. So definitely playing decoy in this one. But again, when we come back, Ravens leading this one 13-10. Let's see. Jay says, I love trick play here and there, but Andy Reid does it too much at the goal line, in my opinion. And so, yeah, definitely. I mean, the purpose of a trick play is, I don't know, supposed to trick your opponent. They shouldn't be thinking, okay, these are the top 5 trick plays that they run. And so let's be ready for all of those. So, yeah. All right, but here we go. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson, he's had his opportunities here in the second half so far, but he has overthrown some wide open receivers so far. Let's see if they can fix things on this drive. Tight end goes in motion here. Got a fullback in the backfield. Jackson takes the snap, going to give it to JK, and JK off the left side here, and he's going to pick up 4 yards in the play. Now we're looking at 2nd and 6 coming up here from the Baltimore 6 yard line. Again, Baltimore up right now 13-10. All right, so JB's gonna put a question up, but disregard the answers there. Just leave it in it. Like, tell me in the comment section here. But I'm gonna put this question up here. Oh, that's not good. All right. Meanwhile, pass intended for Mark Andrews there, but incomplete. So third down coming up here. Third and six. All right, so here is the question. Again, disregard the yes and no and just comment in the comment section to let me know your answer. But what is the craziest play you've witnessed happen while playing Madden? All right, but here we go for the Ravens here. Third and six. Throws it over the middle and it's caught by Mark Andrews. And so Mark Andrews here, big reception here. About 20 yards on the play, taking it to the Ravens' 26-yard line. Ben says Andy Reid just needs to stop giving Jerick McKinnon the goal line carries. He's too small. And so, yes. And so Ben says, LOL, that's not a yes or no question. And so, you're right, Ben. That's why I said let me know in the comment section. Unfortunately, I can't remove the yes or no. So, but yeah, just let me know in the comment section your response there. All right, here we go. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap. And so Jackson's going to keep it himself here. And he's going to take it to about the Baltimore 33-yard line. Let's see, Jay says he had a guy one time do a lateral on the final play and ran 80 yards to win the game against you. And so, ouch, ouch. That is crazy. You said you was not happy? That is wild. That is wild. That is wild. I remember when I was playing online in Madden. I think this was about 2 years ago. I think, well, 2, 3 years ago, whenever Hopkins was still with the Houston Texans, so probably about 3 years ago, his last year with the Texans. And so the dude I was playing against, we went to overtime, and like the ball was caught near the sideline. It was a catch. I just knew he had beat me. But Madden called it incomplete, and that guy was furious. Like he was just blowing up my inbox there, just furious about that call, saying that I know that he won that game. And I was like, well, you know how things work. If the referee makes a bad call there, the final score is what matters. But that was an insane like sideline catch that Hopkins had made. But it was a glitch definitely because there's no way. And even leading up to it, just leading up to it, the man did a fake field goal in which I was ready for it, and he still scored a touchdown. So it was like a series of unfortunate plays, honestly. Let's see. Braden says, I once did the same as the Dolphins punter earlier this season. Ben says, my lead blockers always run right past their assignments, and I get tackled for a loss. And so, ouch, that's awful. Let's see. Jay says, I cannot wait for the NCAA football game comes out to see how the stadium environments are. And so, yes, I do wonder when they're going to stop dropping some more news about the game. You know, build up the hype right now. We've been waiting a long time. Let's see. Braden says, kicked it off my own player for a safety. Ouch, Braden. Gee. Let's see. Jay says they need to come out with college basketball games again. And so, yes, I want college hoops back. College hoops 2K. I want that series back. But again, still right now, currently at the commercial here, because it's the end of the third quarter right now. So the Ravens lead this one 13-10 right now, and they got the football first and 10 right now at their own 36-yard line. So 1 quarter remaining. Ben says Madden needs competition or they'll never fix the bugs. And so I really would love to have ESPN 2K. that was my game there. And so, but unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. But I'd love to have competition come back. There's always something that you can just learn from how somebody else comes up with a concept and how it works. All right, so here we go again right now. All right, so here we go for the Ravens here. Play fake. And so Jackson throws it while getting hit, but gets the completion there to Mark Andrews. Jay says, I thought I heard 2K was going to do an NFL arcade game, but I don't think it's going to happen. And so, yeah, I haven't heard much from it lately. All right, here we go. Out of the shotgun here. Davis goes in motion, takes a snap. Jackson looking. Jackson going to scramble. Gets tripped up, picks up a yard on the play. So now we got 2nd and 9 coming up right now from the Bengals 44-yard line. All right, so here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. Ball right now at the 44-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals here. And you've got the Ravens here with the football. Jackson in the shotgun. Okay, now he's going to switch up the play here. Got a fullback in the backfield here. And so, oh, man, was it miscommunication? It looks like he had the option to pitch it, but the back was not aligned with him. So Jackson kept it himself. Let's see. Jay says, just looked it up. Looks like 2K is taking their time and maybe a 2023 release. And so, okay, bet. Can the Ravens get a touchdown here? They're up by 3 points right now, but to really apply pressure, if they can get a touchdown, that'll be big. Shotgun formation here, takes a snap, throws it, completed, and that's going to be a first down again to Mark Andrews right now, and he gets the 10-yard reception and the first down here for Baltimore. So they're at Cincinnati's 32-yard line here. Again, here in the fourth quarter with about 12 minutes and 30 seconds to go. All right, so they're looking right now at the injured player here for the Baltimore Ravens. And that's going to take us to the commercial here. Let's see. Black says, who do y'all think made the better college basketball video game, 2K or EA Sports? And so there's only one way to track that. Let me put the poll question up there, courtesy of Black Medicine here. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and post that one up there. And so you guys tell me who made the better college basketball video game. 2K Hoops or EA Sports. And again, right now, currently still at the commercial here. Yeah, my fantasy team needs a little bit more work here before this one's done. Jay says, I've always liked college video games more than the pros. Black Mason says EA Sports. But yeah, I'm definitely excited here about getting college football back. Would be nice to get college basketball back as well, but definitely excited about that. All right, so getting ready to get back to the action here. Again, after the injured player there for the Ravens was attended to. But I'll say college games did have a different feel to it. All right, here we go out of the shotgun. Receiver goes in motion here. Jackson here with the ball. Looking, moving around, throws it, completed. That's going to be completed. And so it's going to be about 9 yards. And of course, Devin Duvernay there with the reception. 2nd and 1 coming up. Ball right now at the Bengals 23-yard line. Ben says, do you think Keenan Allen for Dameon Pierce is a fair trade? And so would you be giving up Keenan Allen? Because I like what Dameon Pierce is doing. What Dameon Pierce is doing is good. Meanwhile, for Keenan Allen, he'll have those games. It just depends on if you what you need. Of the two, I like where Dameon Pierce is headed right now. I like what he's done the last 2 weeks. We know that Houston offense, though, they're not going to put up too many points. But Keenan Allen, he gets hurt way too much. So to say this and to say that, I like it. I just want to be the one getting Dameon Pierce. I feel like I want to be the one getting Dameon Pierce, especially, if it's a league that has like 12 people or less, and I can definitely get another receiver. So definitely getting Dameon Pierce is what I would like. All right, so they call holding there. So that's a defensive penalty there, defensive holding. And so, all right, so now we're looking at 1st and 10 right now. Ball at the Cincinnati 12-yard line. So far in this drive, 11 plays, 86 yards, and over 6 minutes to go in terms of time of possession off the clock. Let's see, Jay says, I'm getting my old 360 back this weekend from my brother just for NCAA football. Okay, bet. And so, yeah, I brought mine out the closet for that same reason, Jay, about a week ago. All right, takes a snap. Jackson throws the ball, it's tipped. And so, Jackson tried to throw himself in harm's way there to ensure that 57 did not get that pick. All right, well, we got 2nd and 10 coming up here. And so, but Jay, are you going to be playing with Kansas State? You know what, Jay? I got a very interesting scenario about Kansas State, actually. So I remember last time Pop Brown completed, like his team actually made it to the championship the one time that they did. He had like beat Kansas State in the regular season, and they played him again in the championship, and they had beat Pop Brown's team, and so it was his only loss. No, he had one loss, I think, throughout the regular season as well. I can't remember who, but he made it to the national championship just to lose to the team that had beat him in Kansas State. And Kansas State had won the national championship on that year, that season for NCAA 14. All right, but here we go, guys. 3rd and 6 coming up here in the fourth quarter with 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go. And so 80s has been having a little bit too much fun, I see. All right, but here we go. Out of the shotgun. Throws it, and that's going to be, looks like a first down to me. Let's see where they mark him. It's all about where they mark him. Looks like they gave him an unfavorable marking that time to make it 4th and 1 right now. I'd like to look at it and see if he did get the first. Jay says, definitely will be playing with Kansas State. LOL. Both the glory is amazing as well. Yes. Yes. And y'all know I'll be playing with them Buckeyes. You already know. Let's see. Jay says, looks like Allen is rostered in 96% of the lead except for my league. And so, bet. Should I pick him up? And so, you know what? I would. I would. I most certainly would. Here we go. Tight end up under center right now. Let's see if they actually do that. And no, they're going to have a penalty for delay of the game. So I guess they learned earlier that they want to go for the field goal. Okay. All right, but let's see. But yeah, definitely do pick him up. Definitely do pick him up. When he comes back, oh yeah. That's what Herbert's missing right now. That's exactly what he's missing. All right, so JT 59 straight field goals made there. Didn't get to finish reading that, but kick is on the way. And all right, so that field goal is good, 25 yards there. So yeah, 16-10 is our score right now. Ravens over the Bengals. Things are not looking good right now for my fantasy team. But again, right now, currently at the commercial here. Let's see. Jay says you already have Mike Williams. Could I trade one of them? And so, ooh. Honestly, though, if you have both of those guys are injury prone. At some point, they will get injured. So it's nice to have the other one when one is not suiting up and so forth like that. But I guess it just depends on how the makeup of your team is, honestly, and what you can get in return. But of the two, if you just want to stick with one, I like Keenan Allen and his like more so consistent play. When he has a great game and he's fully healthy, he can be a touchdown machine. Mike Williams is so deep ball dependent, and I've noticed last year when I had him, like every other game, like every once in a while he'll have a great game, but then you're like, what happened, Mike? How you just get me 5 points? How you just get me 6 points? Stuff like that. So be prepared with Mike for it to be some up and down games with him. Keenan Allen, though, the floor is a little higher. As long as he's healthy out there, he'll be good. So if you can get something of equal value in return, then I say go for it. But yeah, I do like Damian Pierce though. Damian Pierce, I do like him. But again, still right now, currently at the commercial right now. And the Ravens lead this one 16-10 here in the fourth quarter with 9 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Let's see, Ben says, yeah, Mike Williams is like Gabe Davis. It's all or nothing. Let's see, Jay says, Taysom Hill is about to be picked up in a lot of leagues. And so, well, in our league, he was already picked up, just stashed on the bench. And thankful for that because my opponent would have had Taysom Hill and I would not have a chance. Although my chances right now is about as good as the Bengals win percentage that they have up there right now. About to have the kickoff here. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff here. Ben says Taysom Hill is fool's gold. And so that is true. That is true. But in our league, we got 20 people in our league, so everybody's desperate. There's nobody in free agency to pick up at this point. So I believe I looked at quarterbacks and I saw that I think it was Jacob Eason was the highest rated available quarterback in our league in free agency. So when you got 20 people, believe me, fool's goal, any type of goals, full goal, fake goal, any type of goal, they'll take it. We got some vouchers right now. People are stashing backup quarterbacks. It's bad. All right, but here we go out of the shotgun here from our own 25-yard line here for the Bengals. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Takes a snap. Gonna give it to Mixon, and so Mixon off the right side. Gonna pick up about 7 yards on the play. And let's see, Jay says Taysom Hill has been my starting tight end since week 3. I feel like really high upside with him. And so I know you definitely felt that today, Jay. How many people are in your league? Black Medicine says, dude had 34 points. And so, yes, 34 points. Let's see, Ben says, LOL, I thought my 14-team league was bad. Nah, Ben, believe me, 20 people have us pulling everything. But they get the ball to Mixon off the left side, and so Mixon showing he's deserving of more carries here. Picked up 10 yards on the play, first and 10 for the Bengals, 42-yard line. Let's go. And so, let's see, Andrew says, yo, I love you. I just want to just want to hear you come back, so I had to do something. I was playing video games, and okay, bet. What video games were you playing? What video games were you playing with your girl? Let's see, Ben says, yeah, he had a big week, but if you rely on him, you're in trouble. Jay says, there are 10 in my league, and so, okay, well, 10 in your league, Jay. I wish I was in your league. All right, but here we go, out of the shotgun here. Take the snap, Burrow looking, Burrow throws it, deflected. Just got to keep running the ball here. Running the ball's been working. And so Lex says, oh snap, here we go, bruh. Yeah, but ball was deflected that time. And so now let's see, 2nd and 10 coming up right now. Ball at the Bengals 42-yard line. Let's see, Andrew says Fortnite. And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, let's see here. 2nd and 10 here for the Bengals here. 2 seconds right now on the play clock. Got to snap the ball, and they do. Throws it up there. That's going to be incomplete to Jamar Chase there, but incomplete. But a penalty came in there, so a penalty. Looks like it's going to be on the defense there. All right, so we would call it there, and so 2K Hoops won that poll there. Let's see, Black says JB plays Fortnite all the time. All right, but here we go. Burrow up under center here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, went back in the backfield. Ball right now at about the 42-yard line. Takes a snap, going to give it to the back. And so P. Ryan this time, he's still moving and takes it all the way into the Ravens territory here. Picked up 4 yards on the play. And so let's see. Andrew says he's so mad because Alvin Kamara's injury. And so did he get injured again, Andrew, today? Because I know Alvin Kamara had like last time I checked, 22 points in fantasy. So I did not know that he got injured again today, but I know he came out there and he looked good today. All right, so here we go. 5 wide here for the Cincinnati Bengals here. 2nd and 6. Ball at the Ravens 49-yard line. Takes a snap, quick pass to Jamar Chase. So Jamar Chase, and he's going to take it all the way to what looks like the 40-yard line. So we got 1st and 10 right now at the Baltimore 40-yard line here for the Cincinnati Bengals, in which they need a touchdown to take the lead. Yeah, the moment that JB traded away Alvin Kamara, he decides to have a good game. Jay says, dang, I didn't know Kamara got hurt. Yeah, this is news to me. I didn't know that either. And I did see late into their game, so I didn't know he got hurt. All right, but they're going to get the ball here to Mixon. And so, oh, nice spin there by Mixon. And so he's out here running, showing feed me. Picked up 3 yards on the play there. 2nd and 7 coming up from the Baltimore 37-yard line. Here in the 4th quarter with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this one. Let's see. Jay says they're gonna know. Let's see. All right. So Andrew says, yeah, you only got Joe Mixon. Okay, and some extra quarterbacks, and so dang. Let's see. All right. So here we go. Burrow throws it. It's going to be completed. Now, where are they going to mark this one at? I think they got him about a yard short here. So we got 3rd and 1 coming up. 3rd and 1 coming up. And again, the score right now, Ravens 16, Bengals 10 right now. But, hey, time is becoming more and more pressing right now for both of these teams who definitely need to win this game. They're both 2-2 right now. Ravens trying to get their first home win of the season. Both losses have been at home for the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go for the Bengals here. Quarterback up under center here. One back in the backfield. Takes the snap here. Play fake. Looking. Throws it there. And it's going to be caught by Boyd. And so Boyd's going to pick up 8 yards on the play and a first down for Cincinnati. Takes the ball to the Baltimore 23-yard line. All right, let's see. All right, JB needs Joe Mixon to score a touchdown for his team. All right, but here we go. Ball right now at the 23-yard line here of the Ravens. Out of the shotgun, take the snap here. Gonna get the ball here to Mixon. And so Mixon off the left side, still moving his feet. And gonna pick up about 5 yards on the ground here. He's been running tough today. So 2nd and 5 coming up here from the Ravens 18-yard line. So far in this drive, 9 plays, 57 yards, and about 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go in terms of time possession so far in this one, but about 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Let's see. Jay says, easy with the language, Andrew. LOL. I don't think Kamara got hurt today. And let's see. Black says, all bust team through week 4. Quarterback Matthew Stafford, Alvin Kamara, Cam Akers, Allen Robinson, DJ Moore, Kyle Pitts, and Darnell Mooney. All right, but here we go, guys. So we got 3rd down coming up right now. 3rd down. Here in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Right now, the Ravens are up right now 16-10. All right, so here we go. Important 3rd down right now, 3rd and 5. Burrow takes a snap out of the shotgun, looking, throws it. And, it's going to be completed there to Jamar Chase. Takes it to about the 5-yard line here. So here you go, 1st and goal. We've been here before here. I say run the ball. Run the ball. And so Black Medicine says, saw that on Twitter. And so, okay, bet. All right, but here we go. So 1st and goal, 5 yards away from the end zone here. Burrow out of the shotgun, takes it, gives it to the back, and so Mixon, he's going to go. Is it a touchdown? Oh, they say he's short. Referee's upset he never scored a touchdown in his life. That's exactly what it is. Let's see. Ben says Ravens offense has done nothing. And so you're right about that. And so, that's so close. So close. Where is the ball at that time? Andrew says, I got Lamar Jackson as my quarterback. And so I got him in my 2nd league. I got Lamar Jackson in my 2nd league. I didn't need a big game this week from him. But, man, I don't know. Now it's not the time to be cooling off. We got 2nd and goal coming up. 2-minute warning, though. 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning right now. It is the Ravens with the lead 16-10. But here for the Bengals here. 2nd and goal. Baltimore 1-yard line. I say run it again with Joe Mixon right up that gut and let's get that touchdown. But so far 12 plays, 74 yards, and 7 minutes and 42 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. Lewis says he needs a touchdown. Jay says mark short, I think. And so, yeah, they marked it short. They did mark it short. And let's see. Braden says Bengals need to take the clock down and score a touchdown. Black says that he's with Braden. And so, yes, yes. I'm with you too. Go ahead and score that touchdown right there with Joe Mixon. And let's go ahead and make it do what it do. I really need them to go ahead and get this ball with Joe Mixon in that end zone. Fantasy team needs it. Let's see, in my other league, though, that one's secured. All right, but again, still right now at the commercial because we're at the 2 minute warning. So just 2 minutes left to go in the second half. All we really saw was 2 field goals so far by the Baltimore Ravens here. But second and goal here, 1 yard line. Let's see what the Bengals called right now. Let's see. Ben says, I'm up by 2 points. It's all going to come down to Josh Jacobs outscoring Darren Waller's tomorrow night. And so, Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller out there. You never know. You never know. And Leslie Lewis says, I don't need a touchdown. I liked it better the first time, Lewis. I did. All right, JB's ready to get back to the game here. Black says fantasy team demands it. And so, yes, I know exactly what you mean there. I know exactly what you mean. I'll be content there with a Joe Mixon score. I know exactly what you mean. All right, guys, second and goal right now. 1 yard away. Let's see what they call here. Second and goal. Just 1 yard is all that's needed. Let's see. Andrew says someone's going to trade for Fletcher Cox. All right, here we go. Second and goal. Let's see if they'll try to quarterback sneak it or will they give it to the back. Tight end goes in motion. They take it. It's a quarterback sneak right there. And so, that's going to. So the Bengals did score, but not the way that JB needed them to score. And let's see. 80 says, JB, where am I? And so I hope that you're in the safety of your own home right now, 80s. But I'll tell you what, you're not in Kansas anymore. I'll eliminate that for you. Let's see. Black says touchdown. And so, yes, touchdown there for the Bengals. Joe Mixon, quarterback, snuck it off the right guard and got the touchdown. All right, so they're going to reset the game clock here. So Joe Burrow kept that touchdown, his way of trying to hurt my fantasy team, and it did hurt. So now I'm going to have to hope that Clyde Edwards-Helaire has a monster game tomorrow and outdoes Hunter Renfrow by at least 7 points. Let's see. Braden says in 80s is 80s in JV's house. Let's see. Black says 80s. Let's see. Jay says remember who the kicker is on the other team. Only need field goal range for Ravens. And so that's true. That is true. So now we got the extra point attempt here. And so let's see. Extra point is up and. Did he get that one? They say he got that one. So that is good. That was close. That's as close as it gets. And so, all right, let's see. Braden says missed extra point. 80s. And so let's see. 80 says, Braden, JB has a restraining order against me. And so I'm glad you're sober enough to remember that. Let's see. Black says getting liquored up. And so Braden says 80s is stalking you. Let's see. Black says, geez, that kick was almost missed. And so, yes, it was almost missed, which would not have been a bad thing for my fantasy team. But again, just Right now, the score right now, Bengals up 17-16 right now with a minute 58 seconds to go here. And so Baltimore, all three timeouts. You do have Justin Tucker as the kicker, so you just got to get in range. That's all you got to do. Let's see. Braden says, I thought he missed it. My bad. You weren't the only one, Braden. You weren't the only one. When I looked at that one, I was like, it wasn't inside the goal. It was like right above the goal pole there. So, but yeah, referee said good. But again, still right now at the commercial. But when we come back, the Cincinnati Bengals, who now lead 17-16, will be kicking the ball off. Jay says he loved games like this. And so, yes. All right, let's see where everybody stands right now in terms of who's going to win. Bengals or Ravens? Let's see. Black says it's 80's favorite month. And so, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Question is he going to be able to remember this month when it's all said and done? Let's see. All right, so right now, through 4 votes here, 2 say Bengals, 2 say Ravens. Okay. Let's see. Jay says, LOL, my favorite time is Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so Jay says he prefers the more peaceful events and all like that to be thankful and to get gifts. All right, 5 votes right now. Let's see. Braden says Justin Tucker game winning field goal. How many yards, Braden? Call it on the dot. How many yards will that game winning field goal be? Let me know. Black Medicine says the same. All right, kickoff on the way. No return here by the Ravens, so they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line here. Both teams with all 3 timeouts, but just a minute and 58 seconds left to go. And so let's see. 80 says, Black, I do have an awesome home hunt on Halloween. JB2 chicken to come through, and so are you kidding me, 80s? All right, here we go out of the shotgun here for the Ravens from their own 25-yard line. Takes the snap, throws it quickly, caught by Mark Andrews. And so Andrews runs over the defender rather than get out of bounds there. A minute 48 left. Again, Bengals up right now 17-16. A minute 45 right now. 2nd and 3 right now. Ball. Let's see. 2nd and 3 right now. Ball from their own 32-yard line. Take the snap, throw it again to Mark Andrews again, who takes it to the 40-yard line before his forward progress gets stopped there. A minute 28 seconds right now here in the 4th. Let's see. Black says JB Lamar collapsing. It looks like I will survive this week. Jay says I'm gonna say his field goal will be blocked. Calling it now. That's bold, Jay. That is bold. That's going against the grain. But here we go. Jackson moving around in the pocket. And so he's going to scramble there. Picks up some yards, about 4 yards on the play. A minute and 6 seconds left to go here. And so timeout called here by the Ravens. Their first timeout. Let's see. Andrew says someone's going to trade A.J. Brown and Fletcher Cox. And let's see. 80 says, I'm out of it. Please, JB, tell me the score. And so, yes, the score right now is the Cincinnati Bengals. Up 17-16 right now against the Baltimore Ravens, but the Baltimore Ravens here with the football down by 1 point right now, trying to get in the field goal range to see if they can get the game-winning field goal. And let's see. Braden says, I thought JB had a restraining order against you 80s, and so, catching 80s when his facts don't line up here. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and 6. Again, first timeout was called by the Ravens here. Bengals up 17-16 here in the 4th quarter. 1 minute and 6 seconds to go. Lamar Jackson in the offense here trying to operate. Fresh off of that timeout. 80 says, Braden, he does, LOL. let's see, Braden says 46 yards. Okay. All right, so a minute and 6 seconds here, waiting to get back to the action here. Let's see, Braden says 46 yards. Ben says, what is Andrew? All right, here we go. And let's see, Andrew says, Mark Andrews is my favorite player in the world with entirely, let's see, killing Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, and it has the same speed as the Martinez. All right, so here we go, guys. First, and let's see. Up the penalty there against the, let's see, how many players do they have right now on there? All right, so it looks like about a good 12 players right there. So can Lamar Jackson come through here for the Ravens? That is the question here. 1st and 5 right now from their own 45-yard line with a minute and 10 seconds to go. Takes a snap here. Lamar Jackson keeps it himself here, running with it. Oh, this is going to be a big play here, and they trip him up, but not until he picked up about 18 yards on the ground with the scramble. So here we go, 1st and 10 right now at the Cincinnati 37-yard line right now. Let's see, about a good 56 seconds right now on the clock. Believe a timeout was called. Let's see who called it. Braden says they're in field goal range. Yes, yes. And so let's see. Andrew says, Rolex, your videos every day. I'm subscribed to you every day. And so, Bet, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yes, I appreciate that 1,000%. And so let's see. Black says, yeah, JB used to walk through the haunted houses and scare farts every time something jumped at him, so they banned him and called him Butter Richards. And so let's see, Jay says, yes, but it'll be blocked, Braden. Let's see, Braden says, Black Medicine, LOL. All right, but here we go. Snaps the ball, gives it to Duvernay out the backfield, and so actually that's Kenyon Drake actually. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on that carry. Another timeout call, second one by Cincinnati. Let's see, Braden says don't blame you, JB. All right, again, 52 seconds right now left here in the 4th quarter. And so the game plan is simple. Melt all the clock you can and leave it to Justin Tucker. He's as close to automatic as it comes if you're the Ravens. So far today, 3 of 3 on field goals. All right, so here we go out of the shotgun here. It's a snap here, and Lamar's going to keep it himself. I noticed in the 4th quarter, Lamar tends to keep it himself more times than not when the game is close and they're trailing. So he picked up about 4 yards on the play. So 3rd down coming up. And the final timeout was called there by Cincinnati. So this is a big 3rd down right now, huge 3rd down. Because they get this 1st down here, they can go ahead, melt it down all the way to about 4 or 5 seconds, try the game-winning field goal attempt, and go from there. Let's see. Andrew says he had a good day at school. Every girlfriend at school. Let's see. Ben says nice of the Bengals to call timeouts, and so yes. 80 says Braden, shot of whiskey or vodka. So he's letting Braden decide here. It's all on you, Braden. All right, here we go. Takes a snap here. And Lamar's going to keep it himself, and it looks like it was the right decision because that's going to be a 1st down, which means that the Ravens will be able to melt this time down all the way and get a field goal attempt coming up. All right, so right now, 23 seconds here. Getting a score right now. Bengals up 17-16 here. They don't have any more timeouts here. So the only team that can stop the clock is the Ravens, and they will stop the clock and leave the ball in the hands of their kicker, Justin Tucker, to win this game for them. 6 seconds. 3 seconds. And the timeout has been called here for Baltimore. Lewis says yes under. So hey, that's a W for you right there, Lewis. W for you right there. He is 24 of 25 on lead-changing field goal attempts in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter of overtime. This man has ice running through his veins right now. And so let's see. Jay says please be blocked. And so let's see. 80 says Braden, thumbs up, done. And so okay, bet. All right, so 43-yard field goal attempt here. Braden says 3 yards off from what you thought. We'll give you that one. That's close enough right there. 43, 46. We'll give you that one. All right, hold is good. Kick is on the way. And the kick, of course, was good. Was there ever any doubt? Right down the middle. And so the Baltimore Ravens win this matchup 19-17 over the Cincinnati Bengals, and time will expire here. So the Ravens are the victors here. And so Justin Tucker, hey, he had 3 field goals in the second half there, 4 field goals overall. So that's 12 points he contributed to this victory here. And so may not have been perfect there for the Ravens. A lot of things that Lamar Jackson did miss out on, but the Ravens did win this game. There you have it. And Jay says automatic Tucker. And so let's see. Andrew says YJ likes the Chief. He used to have Tyreek Hill, and now he is Juju Smith. And so Braden says it's good. And so yes, it is good, guys. And so yes, and we're going to go ahead and close things now. But thank you guys so much for coming through. We'll be here for Monday Night Football again, so make sure you guys come through tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for coming through. And so you guys take it easy and stuff like that. 80s, I'm talking to you. Take it easy out there. Be safe and all like that, and enjoy your day off tomorrow, 80s. And as for everybody else, thank you guys so much for coming through. Have a great start to the week to all of you. And thanks again for coming through. Going to go ahead and end the stream, though. But yeah, you guys take care. So yeah, and good night to you all. Let's see. Jay says great stream, JBC tomorrow. Appreciate that, Jay. Absolutely. Braden says good night, JB, and everyone in the chat. So yes, good night to you, Braden, and good night to each and every person once again. But yeah, see you guys next time. Lewis says thank you, JB. Of course, Lewis. Of course. You take care. Congratulations there